Like, so difficult. You got to feel for WEIBO as well. He was doing the right things. He's opened the wall up. He can't.
Holy shit, when is GT playing? GT playing tomorrow. GT playing tomorrow. Triple reinforced janitor warwalls. It's G2 reinforced Furia on the left and hard right side.
Came into the game, but it proved to be such an explosive round.
Sensi, Thermite, top square, tech, sense across the windows.
Despite the outcome they've had, where they've had these 2-1 wins, they've lost down in those 1-2 spots. They've of course won 2-0 as well. Both Flexi and Grubby are amongst our top 2 players rated in the whole tournament. And this is because you see them doing what you saw in the previous round. They like to be aggressive, they like to be disruptive. Against most teams, I've said this a lot over class in the last few days, when a team is really execute focused are, which Furia often are. Nade has got the second highest number of plants at the whole tournament, just to kind of prove that point. Get up in their face, disrupt them in the early round, don't let them actually go for an execute. So that's a good game plan for them both to take. The problem is you're against Furia, who are very good at any part of the game, it feels. So the work is cut out for Flexi and for Grubby to work a bit of magic.
Fleetfox is on the Ying here. Keep an eye on him again.
He'll play anything.
He will play anything. We've just seen how important he was in that last round. That was on the knock. This time he's going to be much more focused on, you know, being a part of that execute. You've got Nade on the sense as well. So this screams a window plant to me, given that we're up on the top floor. Fleetfox has now got himself onto the rappel as well. There's 3 of them there, but the big problem they need to deal with, I always talk about it, and I'm going to talk about it again, Des. It's WEIBO inside of Janitor. He's got the mirror windows. He's the one. He's there to try and deny any plant attempt that's going to come in.
But now he's on a great spot as well on the mirror. Doug here inside of Janitor. As you say, that pressure's coming in from below, and it's KZ.
Brilliant.
Here's KZ looking for him.
That plant goes through, smoke comes through, Yings come through, senses come through, top floor walls open. People are out trying to freeze the sense, but it doesn't matter. The plant goes down now, and Posty is so fucking good for this. They have to retake top square for any sort of chance of anything. They have to retake lobby to cut people out the windows. Lobby control is the biggest thing here for Heretics. It takes a lot of experience to understand, because you need lobby control to kill people off of the windows, but the Posty can be held from skylight, so it's just disgusting. It's just fucking disgusting. It's just fucking disgusting.
And it is flawless, Des, in so many ways. Not just talking about mankind, the strategy, the plan was perfect. JV goes in, opens the wall. He's there ready to go on the thermite. You got the sense, you got the smokes, you got the Ying all coming in. You've got KZ underneath on the book. He opens up Janitor floor. It was the key position. It was the linchpin of the defense. It was the one I'd pointed out. There's smoke off the mirror window, and he can't go back near it because he's got KZ on the book underneath fighting with him. Brilliant stuff from Furia.
You said it yourself earlier, Tim. Welcome to big school.
It really is.
This is that rude awakening we all get. The thing is, now, I'm about to say, when we all step into year 7, the rude awakening you get, but around the world, year 7 probably won't mean all that much.
Probably not.
Very much a UK
The first year of secondary.
The first year of high school. So even secondary and high school, you've got to say what you mean there.
I'm covering all bases here, Des. So are Furia.
They absolutely are. It has been a pretty terrifying first couple of rounds. Again, for Heretics, it'll be that constant question of what more can we do? We started so strong in round 1. We've absolutely been destroyed in round 2. Let's see how the third goes as we step into that offsite, the tertiary here, down in open and staff. And it's going to look a little bit similar to the previous round, that you've got players with the Janitor, players around this top floor, knowing full well that Furia are going to look for control on that top floor. That's why they've got JV on the ram, looking to rip those floorboards up, give them the verticals, and enable Fleetfox then to work a little bit of magic on the Blitz, of which, by the way, is his 3rd unique operator picked in 3 rounds.
Looking at how the Heretics get themselves into this game, how they're going to face a rush here. They better be ready for this, I tell you now. KZ, he's going to detonate the exothermic. Straight in goes the Blitz.
Oh my god, they're fucking blazing fast. I look away for half a second. I'm trying to download a new draw on screen app, and they're already in the fucking building. Holy shit.
WEIBO does manage to find KZ.
It's literally the difference between the T2 team and the greatest team of all time. That is what's going on right now.
Does still have the diffuser in hand. He's keen to put it down. You can see his movement, but he just hasn't committed to it just yet.
Making great use of the smokes as well, just in case there is a plant going down. It keeps on pulling them forwards, but Oscar
he drops admin though.
That is massive. The drop
shut down, never mind.
Towards the right-hand side, there is one.
I'll be the first time they get anything.
He managed to win out a 1v1.
No hard break charge on bottom square. Furia might need to start slowing down. Heretics start getting ready for the fast pushes.
To work with Tim, but this is rough.
Yeah, he could almost have a full round. He could go back outside.
Give
he
my
could
ass
start
ace and
droning. He
2-2
could
team.
check out
Oh,
what's
word.
left.
Sneaky ace again the
He's
sub
not
to the
gonna
ass
get the
fisherman.
opportunities. Kept it
Heretics
chasing
get their
down.
first one.
Great round from Heretics, and the reason I was. Unfortunately, Furia took my time away from it because they decided to just throw themselves into sight. But I was going to say, how do Heretics go about turning this around? You know, they've been knocked about a bit by Furia in those first couple of rounds, but how do they stop it? How do they put the stoppers on a side like Furia? And they've just found the answer there. The reality is, it's not even so much, I think, about what they do in the server. It's don't get rattled by Furia. Yes, they've come in and had 2 very good rounds. Heretics just need to play their game. That's the thing. They need to stay out of the heads. Don't let Furia into the, don't be thinking about what Furia are doing. Just focus on their own game. They've proven so far throughout the tournament that they are more than capable of getting wins, winning rounds, winning maps, and that's the focus for them, I think. And that's what they did in that round 3. You know, they've got Furia right up in their face, a rush with a blitz, smokes, all this going on, and they didn't panic. They weren't rattled. They got the round 1. Good stuff for Heretics, and it just gets them a little bit of a toehold in this matchup.
You guys all saw a second ago we've had the Mirror and the Sens taken away by the 2 teams respectively, which is interesting because we've only seen those 2 operators on that top floor side. We didn't see them on either of them on the other 2 sides.
Of a new pen map,
more towards what we've
basically.
seen there. I think more fun Heretic side saying we don't really have an answer to that and we need to get rid
Epic
now.
Pen has been pretty
To
shit for me.
To see through those walls as he once did.
Epic Pen has been pretty shit for me, so
last year, and Mirror on the other side.
I have a new
This is a
pen
fun thing I
app.
was looking at in stats yesterday.
Honestly, that's not
EPS
that fucking
per
bad.
operator rather than
Like,
just by
I can
player.
open it up and just start
Mirror
fucking
has got,
drawing.
like, 10 clutch opportunities.
Yo.
Whoever's playing Mirror has won 9 of them. Highest EPS
I like
of any
that actually.
operator in the
Can I
game.
start fucking
We all
making
know
it bigger though?
Strong by
Oh, I don't have like a
gadgets,
size
she's
on
more
it.
powerful in that concept, but also thinking about things like the Vector and just how clutch she can be with it. No surprise that teams still turn towards it as a
Well, man, you think of the sub and
Yeah,
actually
there's going to be a lot of value there. I think in this situation as well, Furia recognising that they might not get away with clearing that Mirror as easily as they did last time. KZ wanted
That's
it
kind of up to
underneath,
depth.
so
I mean, I
once they're
can
on top
start
floor
streaming
again,
on Fett
Heretics are
Raw, but
gonna
at the
play
same
some
time, I'm not going to do that when I'm there for the actual event, so
they're going to play, to avoid the smokes just cancelling out the Mirror. They're going to factor all those things in, and I think Furia are thinking, you know what, we don't really want to have to bring a ton of utility to deal with it in a different way, so they take it away. But back into this round, we've got Nade marching forward on the Blackbeard. They are going for that top floor clearance. Last time around, Furia got stung when they were attacking onto basement by Flexi with a 3K. I think they got a little bit too aggressive moving in too quickly and were punished, and it happens again. Oscar picking up KZ. This is Furia recognizing the threat
Oscar.
the roam that Heretics brought to this site last time around.
Shutting down the tellers like I was killed, but
This
that Furia we're going for. I would anticipate a Furia timeout after this.
Really putting Furia
Because
through
Furia
it
right
at the
now,
minute.
Heretics are like completely adjusted to their fast pacing.
A big challenge from Heretics in the early round. The scary thing is Furia knew where he was. For Leapbox at least getting that one back, because again, the pings just keep on coming through. They've been really good with their intel gaming, knowing where Oscar is. But Tim, it's the problem with a game like Siege. You can have all the intel
Now you're
in the
on
world,
basement, now you have nothing.
circling around like sharks, waiting
Basement's
to snap up
rough
their
here.
prey, but the prey can still bite back.
Again, there's no way you can make a big
Voice for Pushed X100. Good morning, my big plush pillow. Ever thought about coming out with a body pillow?
Oh, I'm not doing a body pillow. Holy shit.
He couldn't win a 1v3 and he certainly cannot quite pull off a 1v4.
Heretics are shooting now.
He is
Heretics are shooting now.
He is. He's still putting the numbers up. He's still putting the numbers up. Obviously, the desk spoke about those bans and how they've been impacting his stats. It just goes to show the difficulty in playing against this Furia side. You can try to kind of take Felipox out of the game a bit. You can try to impact the strategies that Furia are going to play, and they always seem to have an answer. They always have another way around. But right now, Heretics, I think, are doing a fantastic job of controlling Furia. The strength of that roam for the basement floor is brilliant to see. Heretics not afraid.
What are the hotkeys?
And it plays into what I said again. Don't get rattled by Furia. Don't let the fact that it's Furia get into your head. It's just another game of Siege. Go and play your game. And that's what they're doing. They could easily have set up to Turtle on site. Let's not give them anything. Let's keep it tight. No, we're going to play Oscar. We're going to play Flexi. We're going to hold Open. We're going to hold our Archives. We're going to hold 2/3 of the map and take the fight to them. And I love that. It's not... I want to say it's kind of like
swag, they give it
almost
a
like
sub
a
and I
respect.
appreciate it,
It's
but
not a case of like disrespecting Furia, but it's saying No, we're not going to play our game based on you. We're not giving
What's
you
the
that level
hotkeys
of respect. We're going to take the gunfights and we're going to win them. Brilliant stuff. I'm loving this from Heretics.
Well, more of the same here on this top floor, except of course with no mirror on side, they've got to change things away.
Bird starts out the opening pick on an Oscar, top force to execute again. This time there's no more sense. Heretics banned the sense already, so no more execute with the sense this time for Furia top floor.
You know, there is still an element where if you don't offer them enough respect, they will.
Hold on, I'm really trying to figure out how to do the hotkeys.
One way or another. Now, without the mirror on side, what they've actually got for instead is the bandits on the janitor wall, so they can still play a player inside. They're in that spot. Has got smoke holes opened up above the reinforcements itself, as well as, of course, the classic rotation that we see between this and the site itself. But it's not where he can deny Tim, but as we've already seen last time round, getting a player in below can cause an awful lot of trouble. There is no book on side. I think Eyes instead are going to turn no doubt towards Felipox on that Blackbeard, which is Furia's most played operator at this tournament.
Yeah, he's coming in through ATMs. So what I think they're going to try to do here, Furia, is shape up to push up Metal and start putting a bit of pressure on from that side.
I don't know what I'm doing.
On the Aruna. Herds is actually just jumping in through lawn office window now. So he's going to team up with Felipox. They're trying
the hotkeys are not working for this pen tool.
So Flexi is now in a super important position, and it's not. That's a brilliant kill from Nade. That's all the way from the windows that he's managed to pick him up. Skeptic does get Herds, but Nade with the same angle. You can't keep giving him that same view through and fall into it. Heretics now. And Swag, thank you for the summons. I appreciate it, from Nade on the window, and he's repelling him with Diffuser.
Ruby at least finds one. It's KZ going
I'm
down.
really trying to make this pen tool work. I want to draw for you guys in the middle of the game, but
at this point, a little bit of comfort to be found. But Furia, they go cool. We're in a 3 versus 1.
Fuck.
Let's push on. And I believe that's a 4.
I'm like not paying attention to the game at all. This is bad.
Really well played and a different game plan being taken. The thing is, I'll say here what I've said in a few streams this week is it's very easy to look at that round and go, what the hell are Heretics doing? That was so stupid. They were taking so many fights and losing early round. What's going on? And the reason is, look at what happened last time when they sat still, Tim. Their plant went down. It was still 5 versus 5. They got battered for being static and sitting still. And so what was the saying back in round 1? Sometimes you've got to get out in the map and try and fight, and that's exactly what they tried to do. But you're doing it against Furia, a team that are all too wise and know how to deal with teams like this. It's going to be hard, but on the time that it does work, you look like absolute geniuses.
I love that 3-man play from Furia there. So you've got Herds comes in through lawn office. Yeah, you've got Herds through lawn office. You've got
that was God.
ATM. They put a lot of pressure towards Metal.
Okay,
but
I don't like
confident
this
that, like
anymore.
you say, Des, all they're going to do is they're just going to suck players into that kill box for Nade. He's got the angle from the window. They know exactly where they're looking. He's going all the way through those double doors towards top Metal, and he manages to get himself to there, taking down both Flexi and Skeptic. Not only is that a nice work play to get those 2 kills to create,
because I can draw like this, like it just randomly stops working. That's what pisses me off.
Also then, in a man advantage situation, got Herds and Felipox walking up Metal stairs because there's nobody left to prevent it. So then they had pressure on from the marble side. They can come round Banana. As it was, Nade just flew in and just went and killed everybody inside the side anyway. But just a really beautiful round of siege from Furia. Look, both teams here are delivering. This is what I was hoping out of this game. They are both having passages of play where all 5 rounds have been won. None of these have been lost.
No, I do agree. It has been hard fought by both sides, I think it's fair to say. Furia so far giving us the result that we expected. To tell you what, didn't expect to find a player there as he opened up the window. It's KZ to get rid of Flexi in a bad spot and gets taken out pretty quickly. Yet again, Furia just like lightning when they strike. Anyone who's a foot out of line loses their life.
Skeptic and Oscar are now the 2 charged, tasked with holding on to this top floor. You've got Skeptic at top marble. You've got, Skeptic and Janitor. You've got Oscar at top marble. They're going to be now the next sticking point for Furia. The big question is, when do they choose to give up those positions? Really, they need Heretics need at least one of them escaping with their life. They can't have both of them dying up on the top floor. That will be catastrophic for the round.
Okay, I hope this epic pen installation makes my life easier.
Defend them, but no, Skeptic shows too much of himself, and Nade cuts him
because
down.
I really like epic pen, I just don't know how to fucking.
It's really cool to see in terms of how to support him with the
don't know how to fucking like use it correctly. Another opening pick for Furia, blazing fast. I think they haven't let up on it.
But as you've seen, they just lose one after another. Furia always find a way through. They haven't sat there and jumped on drones.
Okay.
What do we do exactly now?
Excite control though.
The last one left
4v2. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't even know what's happening winning this game.
Half for Furia, Tim, dominant as we'd probably come to expect.
WEIBO D+ final?
They
Nah.
really are,
No way, that'd be crazy.
Giving them no quarter here. They are not sparing anything. They are giving them the full experience. You know, and look, that's one thing for Heretics at least, no matter which way this matchup goes. Let me tell you, the guys on Heretics will know at the end of the day, at least Furia gave us everything. Whether they beat them, whether they don't, they'll know that this is all the full
here from
works,
Furia or
because
shield
right now,
ban?
Furia are looking at their electric best. So let's see what happens with these bans.
Warden ban. Heretics won this ban phase. They're gonna run the fucking Ying. It's gonna be fucking Ying terrorism until fucking round fucking
They know everything
9.
that is going on towards
And
the end
Glass
of the
is
round.
still
That
up
is
no
the
matter
big
what.
part
It's
of
just
the start
insane.
of their round. Grim
Glass
has been
Ying right
taken
now.
away. Heretics
Gonna
are playing
really
more Grim
work.
than anybody else. It hasn't been being
Careful
banned
with
against
this.
them. So that's Furia obviously looking into that and saying, here's what we're going to do. Dokabit is available, isn't picked up by Heretics yet. Maybe that will change. My concern for Heretics here, and something that we need to watch in line with that.
Mute playing server counters the Glass Ying, actually. I didn't realize that. I always criticized mute server. I always criticized it, but mute playing server actually counters these two operators because it stops Ying goggles from going off on the swing on this top server door.
Do they continue playing that game whereby they're looking and gathering all this intel, or do we find it being curtailed a little bit?
Live on YouTube? I should.
If they do continue to play that intel game, which I think would be a very good idea, because otherwise Furia will punish you. If you play that intel game, do you still have the time you need to execute?
There's a lot of stall on the side of Furia for sure. And I'm really curious to see if Furia try and then match them around the map in the same way Heretics were trying to do to Furia when Furia they were the ones attacking. I imagine you'll see a mix of being a little bit dug in a couple of rounds, being more aggressive in the majority of them, as that is how Furia like to be. They don't like to let their opponents breathe, certainly not on a map like this. And I've said it a few times whenever we've come to casting Furia on Bank. The first time I saw that OG roster, this like group, was actually on Bank. And I remember thinking when they were on the attacking side, I was like, my God, it feels like you're against 10 players. It feels like they're coming out of the wall. It might not always be their top rated or top preferred map, but they're always terrifying on it. And sure enough, well, it's going to punish him. Tim, down goes Yupa. They had no idea he was there.
And there is the intel game question. Bank is a huge map, so you start having to... I don't say this in a negative way, you have to cut corners a little bit. You can't necessarily check every single corner of every single room because you have that time factor starts becoming an issue. And this was my concern for Heretics, that they play into that intel game but can't quite 100% it because of the size of the map, and it starts causing them problems. It has done there. They lose the entry, they lose the class as well. It's going to be a big part of holding down site whilst the plant went down.
Compare that to what you might have seen from Furia back in that first half. They've known a player was inside of the room there, had a player in below on Printer waiting to catch him out, two players pushing into him to force the drop, and then they collected the kill. But because Heretics were blindsided by Hertz, they had no time to get there. He knew how long he could play before his time would be up and someone would be underneath. So he's played that brilliantly well. Gets the glass, gets out of danger, gets back in towards sight. What more can you ask for?
Open area control Heretics. They get both the hatches. Tube stalls it out though. Goyle on the board. No smoke on the board, unfortunately for them. So.
I like actually doing both hatches at the same time.
Oh wait, he tricked it. He tricked side hatch. He tricked side hatch. They're going for a ball. They're going for backside though. I don't think they know whether or not Chachanka's on the board. Furia they have played the Chachanka smoke before, but it's not on the board this time. It actually would be beneficial for them to go for server, but they don't know that, so they're going to go for backside flood, and they had the lineup to go for backside flood. No more glass, but they do have the Ying. They do have the Ying. JV, wow, what a peek. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how scary Heretics Warden ban is if you just get peeked like that, and their entire advantage just goes away in an instant.
Who's
it that said don't take EU to bank?
It's not looking good for Heretics.
Oh.
This is again where you're really going to see the difference.
I agree to not take EU to bank, but like, come on, this is fucking Furia we're talking about. Shamari, thank you for the sub. We do not ask for Shiva.
Heretics apart, one piece at a time.
Oh, go live on YouTube. Go bed. I want to watch you. Oh, word.
So for Heretics, there's a lesson, Tim. Got to change things around next time around. Maybe more pushing in as a team rather than trying to split and control a lot of the map. Completely appreciate. Bank is massive. There is a lot to cover, but they've been stung by not having any drones. They've then chased a shadow throughout the entire map. It just wasn't pretty for a first attacking round.
Been a Cinderella story for Heretics so far, Des, but I think we might have found the villain in this fairy tale at long last, and it is definitely Furia right now, and I think they are more than happy to play the part. They are coming in here and spoiling the party for Heretics because they just look absolutely electric. You know, Anne mentioned this, you know, Furia sort of decided who they were going to play on the toss of a coin because they've chosen before and they've always lost the game, so it didn't really matter, whatever, we'll play anybody. It was a choice between SSG and Heretics that I believe they had, and honestly, I can see why Fury would sit there like this and think, you know what, we don't care who we play, you just put somebody in front of us because they're looking phenomenal today.
I don't want to start speaking too early about this, but I'm probably going to have
However, they're lifting the hammer!
Not quite, no. The winner of this game, as we know, goes on to play WEIBO later. The loser goes on to play OXG in the lower bracket. Now, we cast OXG today, Tim. They've actually started really warming up, I feel, as the tournament has gone by. And they managed to get away with the 1 point prior to their final game, after which they won quite comfortably, of course, managed to qualify in 4th place, which means they start out in the lower bracket. I'm not saying it's Heretics playing them yet, Tim. It's a bit soon, maybe. We know what Heretics are like. We're coming back to win second maps in their series. However, I'll finally say it for you, Tim. Furia are that team. They're going to be really hard to beat, as we keep on remarking on. And even here, they're just ready for everything coming against them. Knicks are drone away on the Moz here. They're even checking outside the window. Who's out there and Rebel? What's going on? So cheeky.
We've seen some great clash play from Nade through the tournament as well. I think it would be an easy one to overlook.
Flies
you know, we
again,
often look at that
Ying.
operator and you kind of think, well, you know, teams are scratching for a round, they'll bring along the clash. But no,
This site's a lot
it is
fucking
very
more
much a
terrifying
part
for these
of
two
the
operators to be able to use. There's not many layers, there's not a lot of layers you can play. You get picks on these like X Factor operators before you get back to the fucking site. The site's just direct. You get on a rappel and the site's right in front of you in your fucking face.
He's tasked with holding on to kind of janitor top square at the minute, but JV's going to have a wander down. They could well be punished here if they are aware.
They both know he's in lobby.
They're definitely aware. So that's the intel game. You've just seen it firsthand there.
Lobby drone works out. They have no lobby player for a Windows takedown. That's crazy.
For a look, bosh, they just dropped down to the ground. They knew that
Well,
was coming.
I'm honest to
really
God,
nice
though.
from Heretics.
Yeah, thank God they were aware. Could have been a horrible double kill being set up otherwise. You can already see now how low they're having
They're both
to
in
play.
the windows. They're both anywhere to throw their smokes and start going for crazy shit. Top square take. Most players are top square. Not a single player in lobby though for some reason.
Because they have got all
Are they going to run through curve with this? Here comes the Yings.
It hasn't been used. Now it's coming out.
Oh, wow.
Just
Mean shut down. Good refrag from Oscar from Sock though. Where's the Sock player at? Did the Sock player leave?
Yeah, we've got a bit of a push coming in from the other side. They've actually
Push is running out. That's the Ying. That's the glass band. That's the glass band.
They are winning. One
the power of the glass
another.
band.
It leaves JV92 in a 1v2 effectively.
Janitor is hilarious right now.
3 down. Are they going to pick up everyone?
He
gets
1v5 on the top, but it's effectively 1v3. They get Skeptic back up on his feet. I think it's a good choice, actually, get the shield out of all of them.
Advantage down. Ying glass band. So fucking powerful. Sorry, not Ying. Ying glass on the board band.
From Heretics, but
What
I
a
like
surprise
it
to see him
again.
running again
It
too for
shows
this
their
side as well.
willingness to say, you know what, we're not going to
No
respect
one
you
in the
too
board
much
just
here.
does that for
If
you.
you've given us a bit of space, we're coming in, we're going to take gunfights. They're just all
The wires
repelled
are just
in.
me.
They
I turned my
recognise what
mic
they were
down
doing.
the other
We're trying to
time
get the diffuser
because
down,
I
wasn't
realized I
working,
fucking
so it was a
am
quick
so loud and I keep
adaptation.
peeking the mic.
Let's just rush them and go for
Fine.
kills. I like
I
it.
turned
They
my
played
mic
around
down
the
the
back of
other day
Nade.
on
The clash
levels.
was causing the problem for the blitz from top square, so we
Seems like
play
you
it
tired, huh?
behind
Yeah,
him
I'm
through
tired, I'm
janitor.
tired, I'm tired.
Good stuff.
What I really liked
I do
about
not like
it
you.
was
Stop talking. Now
the
you're right.
first, minute and a half of that, Fury were trying everything to disrupt them. Down to putting a drone up on the
Why don't
window.
you stream on YouTube because I haven't set it up yet, dude?
Unlikely, but something that would have been in the back of Heretics' mind. Had a player going into lobby because they realized, okay, if they aren't going to hit us, we're going to try and hit them, but they still hadn't answered to that as well. Everything Fury were trying to do to upset them so they couldn't execute, they just couldn't get away with it. I'd love to hear the team comms back because I can only imagine Heretics comms at some point. They say, guys, we've got to go. They keep on trying to find us here. The C4's waiting for us, you name it. Let's go now, while they're not all fully ready for it. And obviously did catch Fury off guard. So a really good attack. Still a 2-round deficit to catch, Tim. It's that infamous round 9 that we love speaking about. Why is it so important to us? You tell me.
It depends on the score when we get there, but in this case, at a 5-3, it is, I think, at its most valuable is round 9. You know, if you're sort of 6-2, then you're already way ahead. If it's 4-4, it's everybody's to fight for. But in this case, it gives us the difference between a 6-3 scoreline and a 5-4 scoreline. And if you're Heretics particularly, believe me, there is an ocean of difference between those two things. If they can get back within one round, it feels doable. At 6-3, you look at
if I stream to YouTube on Ultia multi-stream, can I also open my YouTube chat? The biggest thing is I don't think I'd be able to open, like, read YouTube chats.
In Heretics' favor. Look at this aggression. Herds does manage to get the opener. Flexi takes him down. KZ's going to back out of that fight a little bit. He was keen to have a little bit of a look out of electrical there, but, you know, he decides he doesn't want to be losing his life. Let's not throw it away.
Dude, come on.
Kind of all square after
Of course,
that opening
R6 Pro League
engagement.
streams
It
on
is, but
YouTube.
it
I'm just
comes back
saying.
to
I'm just
exactly what I was
asking.
saying in the previous round.
I don't think I'm able to read my
Furia,
chat though.
every single
YouTube
round
chat
are
and
looking
live
to get
streams are
aggressive
crazy,
up
so
in
it
their
doesn't
face.
matter.
They've
Oh,
actually
okay, I
won
heard.
two. Well, they do just tank down a bit and play off angles and play off utility, but they're showing there's no need to, Tim. They feel so confident against Heretics.
They're
KC
showing the
especially
bottom
is
square
so
ISO.
every
There's no
single
ying
round
this
to be
time, but there
somewhere,
is
challenging
glass.
them and
That
looking to get
E-box
up in
store
their
entry
face.
with the
He's doing a
glass smoke is
wonderful
gonna
job
be
of it.
really fucking
Yeah,
powerful.
exactly
Fucking coming
that.
up blue
Furia
stairs.
playing, you know, like the
Going
big
to
boys,
open up
they
this
know-
kitchen
they
quad
know
wall
what
right
they
now.
are, you know,
Nade is
former
in
world
threat.
champions.
I'm
They
surprised they don't have an
absolutely
Azami on this
not gonna
position
play
instead,
and give
because then
anybody
this would
any
be
bleeding
impossible
space.
for them to
Hugo
play.
is just gonna be
How many
holding
smokes
that
left on the
line of
board? There's
sight
one
through the
smoke left, so there
into
is
sight
only
for the time
technically
being,
one more
hoping
chance
to
for U4 to
just
use
pick
this
up a
glass
cheap
value.
one if he can as
So
somebody
use the
moves
smoke for
across
other
there.
shit. That might have missed a little bit. Yep, that's a missed smoke a little bit. So
They're now gonna get aggressive
glass
and
kind
try
of
to move
loses
into a
all the
position.
value.
KZ
Thorn trap
is
goes
the
off.
one
Does
to
get
punish
one, but refrag
Skeptic.
immediately. Glass is
Yuka
down.
goes around the
Heretics
corner,
lose
but
all
Nade,
of their
he's
advantage.
got his teammate. KZ will be down. He is collectible. The glass is gone. Furia looking good.
A little bit easy this one, I'm afraid. You had every single player of Heretics stacked up around square and looking to force their
Turn up
way
your
into
mic,
this
please, just a
doorway.
little bit.
Nade hasn't had to move.
Yeah.
All he's had support from Long from JV. You've even still here got Felipox looking to pull off a little bit of a flank on the Mozzie. Yes, it's a 1v3 for Groovy.
How about now?
To ask the one player, I'm afraid, Tim and Furia.
I turned it up just a little bit just for you. How about now? How about now? How about now? Should be good now. It should be good now. I'm hitting the red though when I turn my mic up this loud. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like it.
As Groovy continues fighting from above, he manages to bring it back to a 1v3, but the chip damage will start to add up. He's challenged on the top floor.
6-3.
JB92 with the kill, and Furia
That's
win
better.
the
I can
big
hear you
round
now. Was it
9,
really that quiet
puts them
before? You
6-3
turn your mic
and
off,
1
bro.
round
Come on,
away.
what's wrong with
Just
you?
want to come back to Nade there.
Is
We
it
didn't
better?
quite
Oh, word?
see it,
Okay.
Des, but you had KZ down just inside
Imagine
the
quitting Pro
doorway
League to
in the
better the
spot,
world,
kind
the
of
mild
hard,
loser. Oh,
hard
shit,
back
word.
on yourself as you come in.
Yeah,
Yupa had
you
managed
so
to down
tough,
him
but
with the
like
glass.
in an Asian way.
Nade
What
was
does that
playing
mean?
in behind the bomb
No, it was
chassis,
fine.
and you look at that
Okay,
situation.
I was gonna- I'm
and you
gonna turn
think,
it back because
KZ's
I'm
collectible
peeking a
here.
lot.
He's in behind a
peeking
reinforcement.
a
There's a hard
lot.
wall to the side. They've killed
Trust
3
me,
of
you can
them.
do something
You know,
with ads. Are you
he's
watching all the
definitely
games today? Yes,
collectible,
sir.
but
Yes, sir.
Nade,
Yes,
he's
sir.
switched on, and he
I am
can
gonna try to
hear
watch all the games.
Flexi
Dude,
on
I'm
the
gonna
other
turn it-
side
I'm gonna
of that
turn it
reinforcement. And
back
Flexi, quite rightly,
because
is
I don't like
looking
the fact
in.
my
He
voice is
comes to have a
peaking
look
red
through where they've opened the soft wall to look
every
into
single time I
Wolves Square.
talk.
He
I'll just
comes
turn
in to
down the
have a
stream
look to
volume.
see if he can get the angle onto KZ. Nade knows that this is coming, so he just hangs back and he takes the kill.
When
There
does
it
Bolo
is. He
join?
takes
I
the
don't
kill
fucking know,
onto
bro.
Flexi. He knows it's
I
coming. He
do
baits
not
his
fucking
teammate
know.
for it perfectly, and then goes and gets the collection anyway.
Oh, I need
Just
to
honestly,
co-stream.
beautiful
I need to
stuff.
co-stream.
I know these are small things, but
Rainbow
Nade,
Six.
he makes the right choice every single time, and it's just brilliant.
Well, as our bans will come on through, Tim, they're towards
Cure
two
cancer,
operators
Mayday
we've
Hammer,
seen
cure
play in
cancer, bro.
every
Cure
single
cancer
round.
every day of the
So,
week.
Glass coming away from Heretics and Hyde away from Furia. Almost a challenge for Furia to say, okay, well, show us else what you've got. You've tried a bit of cheesy, you've tried playing with your Glass every single round. Show us else what you can do. And their answer is to go towards one of those operators we spoke about a lot, Tim. It's Skeptic onto the Monty. Robbie's going to jump onto the Deimos. One thing that is surprising me somewhat, Tim, is no Dockerby. We've spoken a lot about how proficient she is as an operator and how big a map bank is. We've seen how much damage Romans have been doing, how aggressive both teams have gone. Neither team really kind of saying, yeah, let's bring the Dockerby and deal with that. They seem quite content without it.
And, you know, I agree with you. I think Bank is, any map is a perfect map for some Dockerby, to be honest, but Bank is perfect for it. You know, if you're going to have players out in the map, which we do, JV's in Tellers, we've got Herds in Staff, you know, we've got KZ up on top floor. They're absolutely everywhere. They're all over this map, so dealing with those roamers is really important. Last time around, Furia managed this site really, really well, so they started as they have now, spread across the map. They dipped back into site at about the halfway mark, and they recognised exactly where the pressure was coming from Heretics. JV managing to get a kill up the vault hatch, for example, just recognising where they were going to be. Oscar does manage to track down one of those roamers, finds the opener onto JV92, but they need to think about what's happening down here in server. KZ, he manages to get Oscar in the trade as well. That's the ace gone. So that is the hard reach apart from Skeptic, and Skeptic's down in server.
Right there so
and
far.
he's in trouble, Des.
Just look at
The area
this.
just double power the Monte and they just fucking completely win him. They fucking actual touch that guy. They actually just inappropriately fucking touch that guy. But they have site control. They already have Case and server. Do they have anyone else here? No, they do not.
Unreal, but Flexi, same as
There
he
was
was
a
back in
Solus.
round 1, is coming up
Chaka
big for his
running
team,
back to
Tim.
side. They have no idea. Last ban on the last round on round 9. So Furia have gotten rid of the main threat, which is the glass, as opposed to the Ying. Ying is still up for Heretics. I'm surprised they're not still spamming it every now and then, especially if you're going for. Oh, what? Yo, Kaze is cheating.
But they didn't know about Yupa.
Yo, Kaze is cheating.
And now
Yo,
finds
Kaze
himself in a 1v1,
is cheating,
but look
bro.
who he's against. I came into the round saying how big brain he can be. He always makes
Doesn't
the right
matter.
choices,
Yupa brings
but
it
not
back
this
just by
time.
1.
Yupa
Ying
the
is still
one
up.
to find the kill, and Heretics keep on fighting.
You're gonna make a really good play in
crazy
server to get
round that
aggressive
has
on those two
turned
players,
into,
but they bring it back.
It's more the same of what we were speaking about. The aggression back and forth has been absolutely balmy. Pushing that hard into a Monty like that.
Hammer
Very
become a
rarely
fat,
will you
cute
see that
little
done at the
fat
top
boy.
level. But of course, Furia are going to pull that out. In for a attack timeout.
Furia
for
timeout.
Que a gente joga pegando os drones, mas eu quero fazer a LA 3.0. Vamos aproveitar que a Clash tá open, aproveitar do nosso ban. A Ing talvez possa atrapalhar lá um pouco, só que a gente faz aquele setup cruzadinho. Eu quero um cara no Ourinho e eu quero um cara dentro do SBT, vocês peitando com o cara da garagem. A gente vai estar cruzado forte, muito bom, tá ligado? E aí a gente pode reforçar os alçapão tudo também, que eles não estão pegando muito ribana, eles pegam mais boneco de cozinho. Certeza que eles não vão conseguir abrir os alçapão tudo, eles não vão ter opção de splitar, eles só vão vir pela frente ali na gente, tá ligado? Aí você joga ganhando um tempo ali no server, abre o alçapão, você volta e pega a tua posição, tá ligado, Box? E a gente joga cruzado um pouco. Então capricha, não precisa de nada, só pega a tua trap, o Fenrir mesmo, tá ligado?
O dos
Então,
bonecos bombe rápido desse.
Só caprichar no drone é pegar os drones.
You go with some words of wisdom there, Tim, because there's 2 rounds for Furia to get this one done. They've played this very aggressive game so far that it sort of feels like Heretics have begun to adapt to here. They've figured out what's going on in the game. And we spoke about this in one of our games today. I want to say it was actually Furia's game on Fortress, where we had in a push in towards
Jay Davis, thank you for the sub. Enjoy the ads. Appreciate you, man. Love you, brother. Yes, sir.
And there was a shield on the doorway that posed real problems for them in towards briefing. The next time he came back to that site, C4s from below, pre-placed, that's worth stressing, to get rid of the shield and remove that threat entirely. It was beautiful mid-game adaptation. I feel like Heretics have begun to do the same here. They've kind of got Furia figured out, which is why Igor, I think, wants to step in and say, right, how do we get this over the line here and now? We need to have this done. We cannot let Heretics keep on building in confidence.
Text pause, what the hell?
Got a little bit of a tech pause.
Said do a crosshold to reinforce the hatches because Heretics are bringing Hibana and stuff to open the hatches. Oh, word.
As you say, there's, you know, both sides.
And then with the tuber out, keep the hatches close from underneath.
Siege here. It's been an absolutely brilliant game to watch. You know, coming into this, you kind of, you have to weigh things in the favor of Furia, and it still sits that way as it is at the minute. But I love
someone stop these guys from talking. They're talking about strats right now.
They're not giving them that space. They are quite happy to go in there and say, you want to play aggressive? You want to take 2 big 2v2, 3v3 gunfights and these big, you know, brawls? We're down. We're going to come in and we're going to fight them with you.
In that side, that would be fucking crazy.
They are coming out on top. So brilliant stuff from Heretics at the minute. I think, you know, we're clearly seeing a team that, you know, I'm sure they'd love to go and win the tournament, but to them, they've got here. It's like you feel like they kind of already won. You know, everything's a bonus, isn't it? You know, every round that they get, every match win.
I'm gonna open every hatch and do a split, so that's all Igor said. Yeah, last, I mean, that's what happened last time. They ordered two cater hatch closed.
Won their game. You know, Oscar had an interview with Milosh, and he was saying on there, it's such a different environment. Like as a tier 2 team coming into SI, the greatest tier 1 event you can possibly
I'm confused though on like,
in your bedroom at home. Like
I'm confused on how the fuck.
For a lot of these guys, it's not just their first time.
Furia kind of gave away this round because if you get Case and server with the hatch closed there, I feel like you just send everyone to play around locker server.
Day one. Since then, I feel like they've really settled into themselves, and that is why they're here, playing against former world champions, Tim, and putting on a pretty good show, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, like I said, they just, you know, I think they're handling it fantastically. They seem to be playing kind of without that pressure, and that's what you need, you know.
What was that big stat, though? Was it like Grubby hadn't won a map at an SI prior to coming here, and then they've obviously come on and won quite a few?
Can't stop. Can't stop winning.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Still a chance that they win this one. 6-4 at the minute. I believe we are going to be going back in a second, but we'll just get the game loaded up and make sure everything is nice and smooth and crisp and functional before.
Oh, Brandon, thank you for this.
But don't worry, it is on the way. 6-4 it stands. If you're joining us, it is map 1, Bank Furia versus Heretics. This is an upper bracket game, so whoever loses this one will have another chance. They will have another game to play down in that lower bracket. I believe you said it was against OXG Des. So that is who the loser will face. The winner will go on to face WEIBO later on today.
And the winner of that game, Tim, makes it to main stage.
Yep.
You'd already know in just a few hours' time who our first team is playing in front of that crowd.
That doesn't care about Kia W7M. Oh no, you're right. I should have been watching that in the pause after. You know what? You're right.
Every single time
Yeah, if they bring
here, the
I was going to try to do the
I should have been watching that during the pause, but I care more about. Honestly, God, yeah. I
You
mean,
love a sing song though.
I want to see the conclusion of this game, bro. From way a little bit more. I want to be real D. I mean, D plus
That's what you grew up
D
with.
plus W7, bro. Furia, bro. Here's the goats, bro. It's been such a good game. That one, the other one, D plus W7.
Into round 11. Furia, interestingly, they're going to try down in the basement again. I think they know that last round was just absolute chaos. You know, that's not how I think maybe either team.
So chat, if Herds like goes nuke again this whole tournament and wins another hammer, he's for sure like the greatest bar none, right? Like
on the roam. I want to see what they do with that this time. So JV was playing up on first floor. That's not the case this time. He's downstairs. We've got Velipox up on the clash, and we've got Herds has actually returned as well. So this is quite different. Nade is up there to support Velipox, but other than that, he's ready for a hatch drop. So he's dropped back down there. If they could just stay put, that'd be fantastic. Thank you, Fury. Look, they've got one player pretty much. JV's gone upstairs. Two players are going to be playing on first floor. They've got me in it, let alone Heretics. You know, they've just been cycling so much there. But they've got two players up on the first floor. That's what the roam is restricted to this time. Last time they had one up on top floor. They had two on mid floor. They only had one really strictly in sight. The other was up in bowl. So, you know, they're playing this a bit safer for Furia.
I did say back at the start of the half, I thought we'd see a couple of like more entrenched rounds where they really dig in and try and play off utility and play off each other, as we've seen them do on the attacking
so they're not, no tube Cade, no tube Cade.
Multiple points throughout this game.
Igor was right. I mean, they brought 5 can openers this time, though. Suns can openers, Skepta can openers, Fluxy can openers, Jing can openers, Montan Yank can openers. They should be able to get open all the hatches with those.
With breaking down a tough team.
But they got an E2 pick. It's a little bit rough for them. Thankfully for them, that's only the striker.
Everybody's back to sight now.
But they're doing a far back hole. They're doing a far back hole. Smoke Chonko, Plant Denial, full Plant Denial, Goyle, Smoke Chonko. Need a nade off those Goyles off the fucking blue stairs door right now. Ying for the flood deep going to be the biggest friend for Heretics right now, because when they get to the server, it's going to be a Chonka and Smoke Denying the plan for a million years. So Sense is also going to be their big friend, because they can use a Sense across site to basically plant anywhere they want, but every hatch is open, so Igor's read was a little bit wrong. Maybe it was right 2 rounds ago, 3 rounds ago. Right now, Heretics have a lot of hard reach cans to get shit open.
No doubt they haven't managed to get rid of all
going
those
here
Goyos
instead.
yet.
I mean, I think blue is free,
and we're
you know?
down to the last 45. Heretics are going to have to
Heretics
work a
looking
bit
for
of magic
backside
here
flood
to really
again?
kind of channel that underdog
Really?
energy if they're going to come out on top, because they are most
They're not gonna
certainly
go for
the
blue?
underdogs in this round. Here come some of the Candelas.
They're going for flood. I think they just lost the game right here.
Right screens as well. Final 30 seconds as they ring out. Skeptic's going to be looking to go in.
They're making it seem like it's a basement plant, but there was no pressure basement at all. I think it's easily readable that it's a backside hit.
You've seen the shots coming on through. Down goes
Yeah. I think they lost the game the moment up the call. I mean, this guy can still clutch, but I mean, clearly Heretics won this exchange.
Almost gets rid of Herds, but no, just about falls. Turns round
Oh
for the
shit,
wall.
Oscar.
Can he spin for the left? Has no idea.
Oh
where he
shit,
is.
Oscar.
He's got to chase him unless there's a call from his team. They've seen the ping come on through, but he's got to try and go. No, he'll try and make a plan happen, but K's eat him. I doubt he's going to lose this one out. They'll know where this is coming in. He sees the light screen. Can he get off in time? That is heartbreak.
Brilliant.
A couple of 100 milliseconds.
Yeah, I mean, I think they had the tools. They had to get the Chonka smoke. I think they had the tools necessary for like a plant they wanted to. They had to drop the hatch, go for the plant, run into like a crazy plant spot.
There's a lot that can
Anyone know how FaZe has been against W7M? I got them so far this season. FaZe W7M is an even matchup, I think. So the SAL playoffs, the winners bracket W7M beat FaZe 2-1, and the losers bracket FaZe came back and beat them in grand finals 2-1. So it's a very even matchup in my opinion. We Heretics for picking up this CBO. I got FaZe winning it, but it's all good.
Wide open with those nice, really.
Is this Heretics map pick?
It's, you know, it does.
You are not live yet. How am I not? Yo, is it gonna tell me that the whole time?
When we had Skeptic on the warden, it was lay down inside.
So what do you think
the
if
bedroom.
W7's IGL changed the dots?
The whole time, but doing it so from above.
Don't like it really. Wait, why does it say you're not live yet? I'm gonna stop code streaming if it's telling me this shit, bro.
With Tuber out here, even without the Kaid, still able to keep these walls locked up for a little bit longer. Shock Oratim it's going to be an extended hold out towards the east of Cash and CC, and that is what the two barrage being used to slow
Alright,
it down.
CC over, clear on the
Furia
gym.
has seen this a million times over by now. Tim,
Can't tell if this is Furia's, but map pick or the Heretics map pick. I assume Heretics.
Things, opening up the other key wall they
Did you start the stream, bro? No, my fault, bro. You're right. I gotta start the fucking stream.
A lot of the hard yards been done by the
Already has con single, cut open, he's staring for a pick potentially.
CCTV side, so for the time being, Furia will take the opportunity to send in the retakes. Can't really decide where that one's going to go. I think just having, you know, using those seconds to get a little bit of intel as well.
Stand around the entry,
you know, using that
clearing a lot of the entry spots so that they can get through with no problem. Surrounding the entire map, Jacuzzi open. CC only just now getting open, though. That's pretty fucking bad pacing from Furia, but it's all good. They need to open the cash CC wall if they want to make any sort of progress. They do that exactly. They're surrounding the entire map. This is my favorite gym attack. That's also because I don't really know how to strat Clubhouse, so we'll see who wins out on this exchange. Here comes the entry in the top red. There's a player close on him. JV leaves it. No player on CC window. Shut down like Flexi.
Absolute beauty. Look at the aggression.
Can they hit anything else?
On the desk. Heretics
so Acer put up a bathroom wall. Acer put on the bathroom wall. Would have been huge here.
Does that force Flexi out? No. It gives him a window to find his kills.
But saying that, you got
Nade finally gets the refrag on a little bit of a whiff. But they pressured the entire map. Push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. They have con side. Powering Jacuzzi.
They know that Grubby is stuck top red. He's got
Probably tries to go for the pick. That's a huge pick. Never leaves counter pressure, but he gets immediately refragged.
They've got Oscar pinched and taken him down.
Oh,
so it's all up to
my
Grubby.
God.
He chooses to find
rather
than to rotate.
Oscar.
He manages to find the first.
Mike goes down though. There's no posts from outside on this one, so they're stuck inside. Wow.
Finds that final kill, and that is going to be.
There are only 5 matches today. No, there's 8 matches today. 8 matches today.
Textbook pinch from them.
All the winner side bracket.
We know that Furia are a confident team, but I really want to highlight what they've just done in that round. In trying to break open the extended hold, they've had 2 players pushing towards construction as others pushing towards the breach. That is so rare. At most, what you'll see is a player holding a construction window in case players try and retreat. Maybe, and we've seen this from Furia, Herds will drop on towards gym window and get a 3K from there like he did the other day. But I've never really seen players hit site at the same time the extended hold is being broken. That just screams to the confidence that Herds had in his teammates to make sure that extended hold was dealt with and no one will come up behind him. Because he walks into site and just kills a player for free. They've got sight, they've rushed inside, get the plant down. What more is there to say? They've almost done 2 phases of the round at once. And so often do we talk about Clubhouse being a checklist map. You break the extended hold, you get control of construction, you have a player inside a lodgy, you get Jacuzzi opened up, you do this. Tick, 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 tick.
Oh, do you think we'll make the 4 lower bracket run into the grand finals? Hopefully it made it.
Really smart round from Furia. They go up 1-0 on the attack.
5 seconds left before insertion.
What game are you watching after this? The Amadia one, I think. Amadia SSG, right? Or no. Shopify Falcons.
This is their map choice.
Not gonna lie, I know you guys want me to watch Amadia SSG. Actually, no. Either way, bro. I just don't want to watch NA anymore, bro. It just shit just pisses me off.
Got the capability to back back into this. It'll be a little bit. I don't think it'll tell the whole story. I think the history books will show 2-0 Furia against Heretics.
I think they're gonna skip this top 4 room clear. They go straight down into sight. Yeah, they're going for first 4 pick. They found the player in bar. Wow, JV. Oscar actually playing this so well. But they need a momentum down in the site now, if that's the case. Not only blocks the ring on the gym player, but he's pretty far away. They need a momentum gym. They need a momentum site. Good momentum site call. This is the perfect play. This is the perfect call. This is the best call they could have gone for. Honest to God. They were fucked. They were fucked the moment they read it. The Heretics read it though.
That was doing the damage.
And he knows the player's bottom main as well. Now just going to retreat back from that one as his nades come on through, trying to isolate the 1v1, but they ain't giving him nothing, Tim. Great discipline being shown. Surely he sees the pixel of the arm. We can see the outline, Tim. There you go, looking in for the one towards Moto, but no, making great use of the environmentals and his utility to try and isolate fights here, Tim. Almost wins out the one, but can't bring down both. Fantastic response from the other side there when 4 players
Spoit, nade handy, sexy as fuck for oh, sure. Who you got? Falcons or Shopify? I got Falcons. Falcons, but I hope Shopify surprised me. I would be happy to see Shopify surprise me, but I got Falcons sadly. Why don't you like NA versus NA? Because it's like a silo of matchups. It's like a silo of counter matchups that I think MA runs through like the international competition. Like if they power up, but just SSG just know them so well that it's scary. Like it's always like, you know, SSG basically like they run NA. So maybe winning SI, I hope so. Constant, thank you for the sub. You know, I appreciate it, man. Love you, brother.
They're certainly here to play still.
Is this here? Yeah. Oh, Skeptic was choosing out the Goyo just before he gets
Because my thing is, I think if Mady can beat SSG, they can beat Wildcard, and they can advance further in that winner's bracket.
We've said it a few times, and it feels so easy to repeat, but I am genuinely really impressed by Heretics. I can think of so many Tier 2 teams that would have showed up here and been terrified against the former world champions. They wouldn't play the way that Heretics are playing into Furia right now. They are taking the fight to them. They are being scared, and that is absolutely wonderful to see. I just worry that Furia have got so many of these ideas in mind, like we saw back in round 1, where they have that other gear they can kick into when it's required.
Attackers are heading out to defuse the
I love the
bomb.
mentality.
This is one hell of a stall up here.
Absolutely spot on. We've got multiple layers of Vulcan canisters there. Keep an eye on that second one, it's quite deep. My concern for the second Vulcan canister there is, like, kind of, I guess you activate it from the elbow, maybe, but I don't know if you're already in big trouble by the time that second one's getting shot out. There's not really too much of an option to get it from inside of sight. It could be difficult, especially if CCTV has been breached, which it's going to be immediately. So we'll see how that plays out. But overall, yeah, I like the setup. You know, certainly looking to hold on to Catwalk.
Shaving a little bit from some artwork on the wall here as well. Of course, make sure they can definitely get inside with the one on the left, but the other three just gives you enough of a one-way angle that they'll really struggle to see you here unless they're crouching around that corner and you're already in a losing position there. I think you're seeing why you don't really tend to play mirrors on that wall, though it has been shot out. However, it is the head height Holton. That's maybe the key one for you to note here, is they can now use it on the defensive side to shoot and support their player inside of Garage.
Oh, no security breach is a little bit rough.
Just going to slow things down a little bit.
Especially if you want to go for master clear over on a fucking CCTV. Just one more A charge left. I don't know they're going to go for it. They're not going to go for it at all.
Head to head with a few gunfights if he wants to try and take over there. Grubit is inside of Jib.
Oh, Hobbles gets with the AK-12.
There as he just tries to move through that rotation.
Players followed back. They start droning out. They do want to go for the split take still. They're not switching over to a garage take. Reasonably, they'll have. Wow. Okay. Skeptic go for aggressive hop out of the con.
They just knew what to expect.
Hurd is ready for it. They're playing a slow repel in entry. Oh, the player is short, but doesn't get him. Hurd gets another. Empowering Hurd with 3 through a con window. Hurd is on fire. Oh, wait. Oh, my God. Groovy actually spaced the fuck out of that, though. Groovy actually moved on that guy. Hurd with the 4K. Hurd is on some demon time, bro.
Bloody hell do they put their foot to the floor.
That's it, it's just a swarm, isn't it? It's just like, you know, sort of
favorite map to watch this SI?
Swarming all over
Loki, I've been enjoying a lot of Fortress.
I'm not, I mean, I'm not, no, I'm not scared of you buzzing at me. That's not, you know, am I carefully cautious around animals or insects?
I feel like FaZe are going to go back-to-back champs out for real.
Reasonably cautious.
I've seen you.
I've been pissed with all the Blackbeard. Yeah, me too, bro.
No, I'm not having that. Nah, that's slanderous.
Others in the
I would love to see a Matey do something.
I'm fairly chill. No. There
are Unwanted got top 4 last year, so.
Concerned about wasps. A story I'll tell you at another time.
All right.
No, I'm fairly chill around.
Can you use it with anonymous?
Who's hotter, Alamau or J90? They're both J90. They're both very attractive young men.
Sorry.
No, not young anymore, I guess.
Very good.
They're both very attractive fellas.
When he did move his feet and bolt in through that
I would say.
3 kills. And again, it's that reliance on your team to give you the right information to tell you when is the appropriate
I prefer Alamau.
Excellent stuff.
Personally.
Yet again. And Heretics for the second time I've
But I can see it just depending on your preferences.
Completely overwhelmed poor Yupa. That's the second time back in round 1. It was on the Goyo inside of sight. I had no idea Hurd was coming in behind.
J90 still has kind of like a baby face despite the fact that he has like a beard. Alamau looks like a man. Sorry, J9.
Great start on their attacks here. Back to gym and bedroom we go.
Alamau vlog. But then again, do I want to date like a fucking a crypto guy? No, I don't think so, bro.
It was very much a problem for Heretics kind of all over the map, really. There was the, you know, challenge into CCTV that we would expect, but then there was pressure immediately through construction. They created a pinch really quickly. Just great stuff from Furia, and they're going to be looking for a little bit more. Interestingly, we do have you put on the Clash, though, on Garage Catwalk, so that's a problem that Furia need to figure out.
You've completely stole the words out of my mouth there, Tim. I was going to say the Clash is a great way to slow down this aggression from Furia. At the very least, it gives you, air quotes, safe information. Behind a shield, you can see what's coming. You can tell your team, okay, pressure's building up here. There's a player pushing in that way. I've slowed him down for you. Come and help me out. I've been saying all week, the real threat isn't really the Clash. It's the teammates around the Clash. And in this case, Tim,
I mean, that's not even like an entry up red. That's not even like a 32-1 Clash. That's just fucking K's ego challenging this shit. Jesus Christ, they just walk and fry people. What the fuck?
Taken down. The Tuberou is gone, so still level pegging. JV92 is looking, I think he wants to move in through CCTV, as we saw last time, but he's just having to wait for the fire.
JV gets the same thing here. That's another solo peek. I mean, I guess Damos came to the circus with a 6-6.
And they will do that.
You're just fucking walking, bro. They don't have the shield. That's the shield gone. Good value. I think the Clash might have had a chance to pick up the... Too scared a little, contesting the fuck out of con side. They know they have to get a pick back. One guy on con window hops up 400 million kills. One player hops out CC window, goes on con window, and they mop 4 million kills. Furia leave, however. They're gonna go pick up map elsewhere, open up the windows.
They haven't got to keep on pushing in this direction. They don't want it, Tim.
They only have 2 at bottom pole, so they can't really open up Jacuzzi in a desirable way. She's still gonna fucking open the...
They aren't gonna be able to get that breach open up, so this does make things that little bit more tricky.
Just getting onto construction window now, and again, all this is about is just cutting down the options for Heretics.
Rat inside a Logi.
Just, you know, limiting the ways that they can move around and that they can just sort of Furia start to lock them down inside a site, and that's exactly what we see in
player gets on the Logi hatch now. Are they going to find the rat inside the Logi?
45 seconds left to go. It's about Furia just getting into positions now to be able to challenge.
Okay, wow, the awareness. Wow. They all 3 for that U-Port. Wow. Furia are just tearing through these guys. Refrag is perfect too. KZ drops the hatch at the exact same time. Or sorry, JV drops the hatch at the exact same time. KZ goes for the gunfight. Perfect fucking trades.
What kind of teams do you struggle with?
Fucking
the ones
trades,
that go
bro.
fast or the ones that play really slow? Let's listen to
We're actually playing very well. Right, we're getting the opening play every fucking round. Right, we're getting the opening pick and we're denying the wall like it's an open critical play. Guys, see when that happens, ELC, fucking early, loud and continuous with what we want to do. Do we want to play aggressive? Do we want to play game? Do we want G2? Do we want VP? Like, what the fuck do we want to do? Because when we get that opening play, we don't communicate. We're not responding to one another, right? We have to fucking talk, right? What are we going to do when we get that fucking open kill? And that's the most important thing for me right now. Because right now when we get the open kill, we're not really talking to one another. What is the plan? Right, okay, we're falling back here. What are we doing here? We're hard zoning, that's what we're hard zoning. Like, talk to one another, right? And we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We will be fine. We will be fine.
Let's go, guys. Sorry, guys. Look at these last fucking defenses and attack with easy.
Within the very, very thick Scottish accent. Oh, that is DMC, who's the coach of
the
the boys
issue,
on Heretics.
I mean, I kind of agree with that.
I think his message was pretty loud and clear to me. Did use
Me
the
and
whole
Dapper taking
45
over
seconds
Bolo
to say,
Nation tomorrow.
we are talking to each other.
Shit.
And they are playing well, Tim. As we said throughout Bankers, we've seen throughout this map, they do start strong. Flex is getting a good number of entries. They're being competitive early on, but the problem is then Furia slowed things down. It makes it hard. Who Heretics are then ready to kind of go, okay, now what do we do next? Where do we go? Do we all fall back and stay together? Do we push and go more aggressive here? Furia just kind of let them have their moment in the sun and then go, cool, now we'll step up the heat. And as I was saying before we got into that attack timeout, if you ask teams, do you struggle more with slow teams or fast teams? The most when I've asked that question to them say, we struggle more with teams that can change between the two. They can alter the tempo mid-round. They can go slow, they can be really, really fast, and they can slow things down again.
If that's their problem, that's the first thing to address, right? But I don't think that timeout will always solve what's going on.
Being silent for half the round, then suddenly inside 10 seconds they've rushed you in, everybody's dead.
Because the issue is
it was an absolute nightmare.
Heretics are fucking playing like,
and I think you're seeing a little bit
maybe if they get aggressive late round like Powers, it's just Heretics are trying to go for like
defenses now, and that is not a good start to Clubhouse.
Ratty plays.
No, it's not ideal.
Throughout the entire game, and that's always been like their win con and their play style. And Furia are playing refrag just superiorly right now. So maybe if Furia starts shitting the bed on their refrag game, it'll work out.
I think part of the problem there as well, you know, as you
Basement's the best side for this though. They can get momentum back surely up basement because the layers are just so AC clear as the attacker on the room clear.
Heretics are a team built on intel and information. And if you start cutting that communication down, you're starting to lose one of your big strengths there. You know, no, it's not kind of the droning intel from attack that you might get, but it's the, you know, the default cams, the noise, the sounds of defense. You know, we were talking to Doki yesterday. It was fascinating listening to him about what the players can pick up on defense just from sounds. I can hear one speeds running, so that tells me it's probably these operators.
Yeah, basement.
All that information.
Basements look the best here for fucking Heretics low key, because here you have to problem themselves through so many ready layers. Like even if they do fix their comms on this, it doesn't really matter.
You do get locked into that animation. So
are they faking? Are they going straight for dirt? They're faking a hitting site. Fake top floor pressure. They just yinked. Every single player runs through sight. Oh, you think he hears a lot of players here though. Bellypox, Nate, and all of them are already working all the way deep down. Groupie gets a pick on the blue side. They're in. Oh my God, KZ! What the fuck? Beautiful play by Furia. Really good call. Ying top floor. All the rummers were still up top. KZ, that prone might have lost you the game. And Ying shotgun is not the gun to have here.
He's going to go with the Reaper. He's on the Ying. He does have Candelas that he can play. He sends one of those in. That's going to give him a bit of an advantage.
I think he should have committed short, baby.
He's trying to move around. He's right on top of that diffuser. The gunfights
that blue player is so rough for him.
No, he's got one more Candela on top of
this. He's going to lose the first gunfight. Honest to God, the Ying, the non-Glock pistol is so much better than that gun.
Slight moment of terror.
Honest to God, wait, what's the
3 kills pushing in from blue? They managed to recover the round, and they'll be delighted about that one. Tim does show that they can do it.
What's the damage on this shit?
Reminder that it can all end in an instant if they're not careful. KZ doing exactly what he did back at the side of Bank and just absolutely terrorizing them. However, they hold on, Tim. Gashi going to be where they close out the half here in round 6. Let's see if they can get that 3-3 split.
It'd be a real turnaround for Heretics, to be fair, with the way that Furia are played. You know, what a result that would be for them, because Furia on the attacks that they've won have
60 damage.
Frankly, looked unbeatable, but Heretics are digging their heels in,
and
they're not giving anything away. Again, a lot of teams could have crumbled
that shit is
there.
insane.
When KC gets that triple kill inside a start,
like surely that's much better, no?
You know, this one's probably over, but Heretics, they know that they can keep fighting to that very last second and get those rounds won, and certainly get their rewards
with the
for
switch.
That one. So it's going to be the final defense now. They go
Reaper
to
Mark
CCTV
II.
and
Reaper.
Let's just have a look at
Block
the
18.
They've got
Redirect
the
from
again.
Reaper Mark II.
Looks like the Jaeger for Skeptic.
What is the damage on this? 31. Yeah, that Ying pistol hits like a fucking truck, bro.
I would imagine, but we will see.
I know. I'm saying like I'm saying the pistol's better than the switch, like low key.
It's pretty much the same. Furia last time.
The pistol's better than the switch, low key. I'm gonna play some deathmatch with the fucking pistol and just start like two-shotting people.
Took fights and killed them. So it didn't really matter what utility was there. They recognised that there was 3 over gym and bedroom side, so they just went in there.
I think the Glock might be mid-sauce.
At least here showing themselves on the
Alright, on to CC now. Trying to see the momentum has brought it back. It's Clash solo top Raptors with the ADSs though.
Which is where Furia found so much success last time around.
Furia have the Nomad, and they're known for doing a Nomad top garage if they want to do it to Clash, so that could be a free pick onto this Clash, especially if they burn the ADS properly. Nomad on the Clash, perfect counter. It's just a solo player top garage, and there's no lounge player right now. It's a master extension.
Without that capital available to them.
But it looks like they are going for this garage pick. Really good calls. I think Fellypox is calling this game flawlessly, honestly, God. I think Fellypox is calling this game flawlessly. All the calls Fellypox has been making are all the correct, I would say, like the most correct calls you could possibly make. I actually do really like the way he made this breach. It makes it so that when they contest close, I like the way he abolishes this breach, actually. It makes it so that when they swing close, they have feet holes, and when they swing, like, they get to swing far, it's like not that good, and they have angles in the garage and the run through for flat. Wow.
Here he goes again.
Killed the guy on secret. Dude, Kaze is like, Kaze is winning some shit he shouldn't be winning. Here comes the Nomads. Nomads under the Flash. He's stuck at the top. 2 Nomads, beautiful. Yep, Nomad glass clear. Exactly, garage take. Perfect call from Fellypox. Holy shit. Holy shit, Fellypox. Perfect. They did a split take last time. They draw out all of the Heretics push to the map, opposite of the map. Nomad glass, counter that Clash top garage. Gold Hearts getting ready to counter pressure. 3, 2, 1, hop in the breach backside.
How do you
Case is walking. Here comes Hertz. He's gonna hop through. Hertz gets in. Last one player inside of Khan. Oh, he loses his though. JV gets his. Plant going down.
Ned, he's going to look to put the diffuser down. Perfect opportunity. 1v3 for Leapox. Finds him with the glass. It's going to be a 4-2 for Furia. And as they move on to the defense, Heretics have got their work cut out to keep themselves alive in the upper bracket.
It's like a mirror back into bank.
Damn, that's fucked up. Wait, I don't know what beef is going on.
On the attack, they moved on to the defense. My slight worry is
Pluto said you asked the whole chat, by the way, a part of the whole chat. Who's just said,
really got Heretics on the
wait, no,
it's looking
who
to
is
be
it?
That 2-0. It would mean Furia.
You ain't even part of the
WEIBO
planets, twin.
Game of the day, which will be a stellar
That's
game, by the
fucked
way.
up.
WEIBO, the
I grew up learning
team at
Pluto
the
was a
tournament
planet,
so far.
bro.
It's going to be explosive.
I
coming up
grew
against
up learning
Furia.
Pluto. Yo, what's going on, bro? What
Heretics
are we
will
beefing
drop down
about?
to
What's
play
wrong?
against
What's wrong with
OXG
you guys?
Tuesday
I'm not gonna
to
rate it.
fight for survival.
Settle your differences, chatters. But listen, I grew up learning Pluto was a planet, bro.
No,
Heartbreaking revelation when I realized it wasn't, bro. That was like the end of my childhood, bro.
Yeah, we've got the we cover the WEIBO.
Pluto in my heart still a planet, bro. Rick and Morty, Pluto, that reference, anyone?
Very much looking forward to that. They've been a pleasure to watch so far of WEIBO. I hope they're watching what Furia are doing right now because
yeah, stop the fighting.
It looks like that's probably going to be the matchup.
Most wholesome
Furia
R6 chat.
are not in the mood for playing games, I don't think.
Well, I was looking at it earlier when it came down to our map picks, and for these are like middle-of-the-road maps for Fury. Like, they could do without them, they can leave them as a decider. Given the choice, they wouldn't pick them as their go-to maps, and I think that's quite intentional by them.
Molo said,
it's
fuck
not
it.
disrespect to Heretics, because these are maps
Molo
Fury
live,
played
Molo
and
not
known
live.
to play. But I think they're keeping
Saying
their
is
stronger
Fett
ones
viewer,
in the
saying
back
is
pocket
Fett
when they
viewer.
need to fight
Now
against
on
a
to
team
the
like
defense of
WEIBO
Heretics
to
ban, the
make
double
it to
wall,
the
the
main
now Furia
stage.
ban,
It's
the
a
Capitao
marathon
at
rather than a
Thermite.
sprint team. You can't
Really
show
like the
all your
Capitao
cards
ban,
in
gets
one
rid of
go.
that garage
I
clear
think you're gonna see
prowess
that can
and
be
the
that veto phase later. However,
and the
assuming, of
blue
course, they
clear
get there,
prowess.
there is still every
Grim
chance
is
the
still
Heretics
up
can
up for
blow us away
blue.
here on the
Heretics
attacking
not gonna
half,
play it,
take us
much
through
more
to
of a
Chalet, which is our
Rome
decider
clear
map.
centric kind of thing. They're ready to fight, which makes a lot of sense because Furia are playing to fight heavy.
Here, normally we look towards maybe a little bit later in the game, around 9. Particularly important here because we're going to see how Furia are defending and how
Heretics the whole map on this room.
that down. Can they bring that intel?
Let's see what gap Heretics go for. They might go for a first 4 gap onto a player. And also momentum down to the side. Really up to them.
About how this team play, quite an advanced play style, an experienced play style of using all that intel. They've done well, given that they're not an experienced roster in terms of playing together to develop that. But they
win
are going to get caught out this
every single
time.
gun by one by Furia.
But they don't have the shots as
they are
kills
slaughtering them. These are shadows, just a little bit pre-fires a peek.
That is not a good
Oscar last
signal
alive.
for Heretics.
Just Ella mining him. They're just throwing dildos at this guy. This guy's getting fucking pressed. And this is what I meant by Brazil. Brazil in XV1. Other regions in XV1, they'll tuck up. They'll tuck up. Brazil in XV1, they'll run at you.
Kitchen
They'll
and in
fucking
towards
run at
stock.
you.
We've seen
Holy
Furia
shit.
do exactly the same throughout the entirety of the first half with how they try and flood certain rooms of the map and just overwhelm their opponents. Furia, though,
there might be a difference.
You're going to struggle to overwhelm
there might be a
when
difference.
Seen and experience all there is to
There might be levels to this shit, chat. Levels to this shit. The greatest team in the history of the planet, of the world, of the earth versus the team, the T2 team that came from LCQ. We might be seeing the difference right now. The levels to this game. That is Rainbow Six.
It is. It is. Yeah, I'm a little bit concerned now. I think Furia probably, have a real opportunity to just run away with this one, and yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Heretics, though, they have shown us time and time again that they are able to overturn expectations, that they are able to win the rounds that should be unwinnable for them. I think they're going to need to do that a couple of times in this one at least. They will this time be attacking onto CCTV and Cash. We're going to be looking towards Garage Catwalk to see how Furia go about dealing with this. I think it's literally going to be JV92 on the Azame, taking the gunfights and holding on to it behind the Kiba barricades. He's got some barbed wire out there as well just to prevent a push upstairs. But looking at what Heretics have brought along, I don't know how they really deal, with that Catwalk. They've got 2 nades and they've got the Candelas. They're probably your best chances if you're wanting to go in there and actually take that area. Maybe they play to, work from the other side instead.
Sure, you'll see Casey jump out here and try and go on to Groovy. I mean, to be fair to Groovy, he's moved on towards the top side of the platform here, so they can't find him so easy. But Casey, I think, is really fancying something. Have to impact this and jump out. Order spray. Hopes for the very best to try and get rid of the Zofia, but no joy in that one. Uper lives to fight another day.
Just seeing the Echo drones inside of sight there. Going to be a little bit of support for JV from one of those Echo drones as well. I think, you know, maybe obviously a thought always towards denial of a plant towards the end of the round, but also a good counter should that Monty be brought along. It's a good opportunity to get the shield break or any others trying to bully JV up on the catwalk. He's just deploying those keeper barricades slowly and keeping himself mobile to challenge onto door, but the first clash is likely to come around this main door, I think, although we hear the Candelas pushing in, the flashes
Yigging up
come
garage
along with it.
take.
It's
Oh, look
pressure
at that.
towards
Look at
JV.
all 5 of
92
zombies
is
for
the
this
aim.
bullshit,
Are they able
bro.
to get the kill? No, this is what I said. I just didn't feel that they had enough
He's
utility
fucking
to push him
ego
out of
swinging
there.
this guy,
We
bro.
know that JV is
JV actually wants to
fantastic
fucking take
at
this
holding down
heat,
this
bro.
location without the Wamai,
Why is
without
the whole
Jaeger.
chat
He
hating on
will
Pluto
just
the
lock
planet or the
himself in
person?
there and get mobile herds. Manages to get Grubby. It's
shit,
a flawless
Furia.
round.
Yo.
Exactly that. Furia, a little bit too
Yo.
easy from them.
Oh my
6-2,
god, they're just
cruising
oh my
towards a
god,
two-map
it's
win.
actually
The whole
it's a
fort for himself
slaughter,
around that
bro.
catwalk, and it was
Oh,
one the
Dapper
Heretics
predicted the
could
upset.
just
It's
not
a
reach
slaughter,
the front
bro.
gates of. Very
Holy
decisive, and I
shit,
think like
there's
you,
a
Tim,
little bit of a
it's
world
quite
of
clear to see
difference
which way
right
this
now.
game is going, unfortunately, for Heretics.
T1
Still
versus
believe that they've got a good attack
T1.5.
in them.
Oh
The
shit.
problem is Furia have got very many, very good defenses in them. That's making it hard to get anything away.
We always used to say, you know, it was kind of like a rite of passage to have Nesk run over you on LAN. And, you know, obviously Nesk isn't here this time, and I think that baton is going to have to pass now to the rite of passage is having Furia run over you on LAN.
I just saw one of the players on the side of Furia pop in the chat saying you don't play, well, scrims, which only means you don't play scrims against Brazilians, therefore you have absolutely no idea what it is that you're getting hit by right now, because it is stinging them. Let's see if they can recover those set at Isham and Bedroom. By the looks of it, Ney going on towards that clash, I would expect, and it pretty much is confirmed from what you can see on your screen that we're going to have.
Can you make a TikTok or YouTube short for the next predictions?
It's
just one day turnarounds is hard, bro.
We haven't had an extension in towards Cash and CC.
Yeah, it doesn't really exist anymore, does it? You kind of look at the top floor as it's almost one big time.
Yeah.
Even when you play Cash and CC, you have the extension out towards Master Bedroom, and you know we very rarely see one without the other. Beautiful start from KC.
Well,
it's as easy as that.
Jesus
Skeptic
Christ, I look away
like
for
he
1
was
second. I'm
checking
phone
that
phasing.
angle,
I
to
need to
be
stop
honest
phone
with you,
phasing
but
when Furia is
this what
getting
you're
this
playing
aggressive.
against us.
Yo, are they gonna chow these guys in the spawn? They're actually chowing them in the spawn. Okay, no, thank God.
KZ
Don't get like
down,
too
though.
wicked now,
He's
y'all.
also offline, as you saw earlier on, and that's only inside the first 30 seconds, Tim.
It's
That
losing
needs
that
caffeine.
grip.
I do need
You
a little
don't
bit of
get to rotate
caffeine,
all the
most
time. You
likely.
don't get to choose your
Cash
own
over
pick.
clear
If
from
it was gonna-
Heretics.
if you did get
Desperately
choose,
trying to
you'd
get
have
their
one of the
shit
half
back.
reaches or you'd have the
No
Grim.
more
Grim
Grim.
being the one.
Nomad's
Heretics
still
have
up. He's
used
still
Grim more
counting the
than anybody
clash.
else at this tournament, and so taking him
JV
away, that's going to
playing much
remove a
more
lot of their
aggressively than he
intel
normally
and a
would.
lot of their ability to opportunity spot and prevent you moving back into space that they've claimed. So Furia, it's a great start for them.
It is. It's absolutely wonderful. You know, as an operator, Grim have already spoken about the second highest picks at the tournament so far with a fantastic attacking win rate. Isn't quite the same something like a Dockerbee in terms of how it works out, but of course it should flood a room and prevent defenders moving into it. If they stay there, they're dead to rights because you have a constant real-time ping on where they are inside of that space. With 5 of those to drop down, it's fair to say Grim can take over a good chunk of anywhere surrounding a would-be execute or room that you want to get control of. So, as things carry on forward here, down to halfway point in the round, and Heretics at least feel they've got the control they need on Cash and CC, which they do, to start being able to challenge onto these balcony windows. But we've got 2 players from Furia now holding up inside a construction, Tim. They've fallen back
Can't
from the first
hold layer
defense
with the
point,
Azami here.
and they've still got
Wall
the
is
Yeah,
open.
making it very difficult
Hertz
for
gets put down to
Oscar
1
to be able to
HP.
move
Will
forward
he be able
here.
to cross back?
Barricades
Yes, he will with the
continue
Azami
to be
barricade.
deployed by Hertz. He has taken
Flash is
quite a lot
holding
of
it as
damage,
well.
though, so
Heretics rotated all the way around though.
one
2 players
concern for
windows, 1
Furia
player
at
breach.
least. Nade goes in, forces the player away
They rotate
from
the clash
the
back.
spot
They know
behind.
they've read the
Benedict's
rotate. There's
Philippos
still 1
manages to
player
get away
CC
with it.
side
They
though.
get very
Hertz
little
doesn't seem to have to
done
jump
there
on
on
this
the
guy.
back.
Yes.
It's a great nade
Hertz does
from
jump. He can get
Heretics.
window. He can get window control. He can deny window. He can deny highway. And they know he can deny highway. They go for him. Good read by Heretics.
Grubby getting rid of at least Hertz on the flank. That could have been disastrous because there were 2 players on that balcony, him and Yupa. If Hertz gets out there with a great pre-fire, could potentially have killed 2 and ended this game here and now, but he has been dealt with. Now we've got 3 versus 3. Flexi
Close in the
joining for
window,
attack as well, as you can
fighting
see.
U4 a little bit.
In
U4
towards
0, 0,
construction.
and 7.
The next
U4
Hertz has been
James
removed.
Bond
Now he's got
stats right
much on
now.
site to get rid of Tim.
007.
Yupa has taken a lot of damage there on the window from an aggressive Philippos who was holding that angle with the frost. They know that the push is coming
92 shuts
into
him down.
logistics. JV does get flexed.
Flash,
Grubby,
shield.
however, finds one of his own onto Nade.
Satting
That's
on the
clash
ground,
on JV.
1 HP.
taking a lot of damage.
But they could just force plant here. They could wait the timeout, make them plant, 2v1 on the cover. Oh, that clash is actually so attacking away. Holy shit, you 4x. Might have blundered there a little bit. Forced the plant a little bit more there, I think is the right play to make.
Needs to get rid of the one here.
Wow. Holy shit.
It's that man again. We spoke about him a lot today, Tim. You can ban him out, but you cannot stop his impact in these
Furia
games.
slaughter, and I mean fucking slaughter those guys. Holy shit. Here we go. Double rage, hard rage ban, WEIBO, Furia, wall denial ban.
Lights out in the series that we cast the day. They both
Already fast interest for Furia. They were pushing the pace on this map earlier against Team Heretics. It's time to see if WEIBO have it or not. It looks like first gunfight says so. Speakeasy takes down Herds. Bolo predicted WEIBO. I predicted Furia. Let's see.
WEIBO low.
This team can be susceptible to losing rounds when you
WEIBO's
get
lifting
up
the
in their
hammer,
face.
sorry.
If they want to go for a 3v3 gunfight, get into it with them. They want to.
Dapper Raw channel is going to be the 2 Furia game from today.
Had some really good results, and I think WEIBO are the sort of team to take that lesson.
Main channel is no Shopify Falcons.
Just like that, we're not showing you respect. We're not showing you any
Boy
fear.
versus
We're gonna come and go for They've just got the opener. They've taken out the IQ as well, which is going to protect some of those electronics. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, try for a map or the whole thing to do the cuts we were talking about.
This in the nicest way towards Heretics. It feels like Furia are having two very similar.
If you do a map and it's like the time is chalked, just upload. Just
played
run
at
it.
international events for a while now. They know the field. They've got themselves grounded in. Whereas for Heretics, it's their first time as a tier 2 team. Does it strictly mean that WEIBO are better than Heretics? I'd say on the day, yes, but of course you never know.
No.
One thing is for sure.
No intro I can think of,
Dapper.
Dapper.
As straightforward as what it was for Furia earlier on against Heretics. Now, all the focus is coming onto the verticals inside of the kitchen hall, where you come to expect this one by now. They pump their way through.
Ooh,
shit, that's Hoven.
Someone tells him, yep, pull the C4 now, and he's like, yep, no problem, boss. You got
Still
it.
3 execute operators, so low key. No warden. No warden. Capital Grim Ying. This is a little doable for Furia. A little doable.
Suddenly, any advantage that Heretics had was lost.
Yeah, they've been doing it for
Double
years.
triple sub.
You know, you can never really think.
What am I hearing? Am I hearing a fucking clash buzz? What is that buzz? Are you hearing it too?
Scoreboard
Oh, not the clash buzz.
lineup, especially today. Look, you know, they're always.
I'm hearing like a slight buzz from the stream.
From them again here at SR26. But
oh wait.
Against Heretics,
Oh, I do hear it.
Yeah, I don't know what it sounds like a clash, but there's no clash in the round.
Silent 35 seconds. Execute's happening 2v4 on short wall, and oh my god,
retake him.
he is absolutely baiting in blue, not doing a damn thing. Working his impact list though.
Back arse.
Play for the CGG, play for the MVP.
Back Arsenal retake by WEIBO, really good. Looks down on church short.
Hits the reload and just
Prone angle, left of the wall. WEIBO so far looking good. The great Chinese. The great Chinese are doing it. Holy shit, these guys might be those fucking guys, bro. Holy shit. WEIBO SI trophy? WEIBO hammer?
I actually heard if WEIBO makes it grand finals, the chairman's gonna come through.
Of course, was around that history. You know, the WEIBO were playing into. They're the third APAC team to come through in SI, #1 spot in their group, and now it's about proving that they can go on and go further than other teams have done in the past. That will be, you know, it will put a weight of expectation on the shoulders of these players. You know, it's a tight-knit region. They'll be well aware of all those previous achievements and accomplishments, the big player names that goes along with them.
Well, I can't wait for
they
this
will be
prediction to be right.
very keen to put themselves in and amongst.
Can't wait for this prediction to be right.
Ooh, okay. What do you want me to owe you if it's right and I'm wrong?
But now, you know, the more work they can do, the better. They get the win here. They're in the venue. That's absolutely massive. It's always a bit of a threshold.
What favors are we putting on the line?
You know, a line in the sand, really, for the APAC teams. Get yourself onto that live stage. Get yourself...
favors.
Getting in behind you. You just never know what might happen.
A kiss voucher.
Ooh,
One kiss voucher.
One kiss voucher.
I can redeem it at any given time.
Okay, bet. Say less.
Because it has been a long time since we've seen them near.
And we just gave you that shit for free.
Yep, reverse psychology.
You want my channel for a day? What would you do if you had my channel for a day?
Nah. Nah. Actually, I would give your channel to somebody else.
Some like random Russian dude.
Yeah.
That's fucked up, bro.
I can find a homeless guy and throw him in an internet cafe and say, stay here for 5 hours, say whatever you want, and I'll give you $100.
Even some of the EU teams,
shit.
I guarantee there will be a big backing in the venue for WEIBO should they be able to get there.
Dude, you know that one guy that like Viewbots on that stream Siege and Viewbots is like he's just shirtless in front of the camera, just tweaking out.
Coming out here in round 2,
Yeah.
managing to get
Holy
that
shit.
opener, taking down Hoven on his beloved Malusi. He plays a lot of Malusi, and the Banshees will still be out there, but we saw the impact Hoven had in the last round, and that's a good step for Furia.
Absolutely, and of course the other Thermite band away on this map.
Wait, no way this guy in your chat
here.
is subbed to
In
him
case
for
you've been
his
sleeping
fucking
under a rock, he
emos.
now has 3 exothermic charges. So on a map like Clubhouse, where you've got
There's no
No way
way.
this guy's subbed to
There's no way.
Self-report, bro.
Holy shit, Clover.
Something like an ace, of course. Here it's banned away, so a little bit less so. Bring some hard gadgets instead, and then
Windows
use that
disconnect,
extra
Windows
bit spot from
disconnect.
another operator to make your attack that little bit more deadly.
CC control taken by Furia. Looks like WEIBO still want to fight it a little bit. You're gonna do the push where they open every single breach up and do it. Oh, already entry in. Push pull. They pushed all the pressure to CC side. WEIBO match it. I hate this clash bug, bro. I'm gonna lose my mind. Plant stop. K's immediately refrag though. Jim Wall is soft. Where is he gonna plant? Bellypox gets his though. Last player, CC side, Plant's gonna go down. The moment he made contact, Plant goes down for K's. Brilliant.
Great pacing right there. Great pull up on that one, JV. Wait, yeah, now I'm like definitely hearing it. Now I'm hearing like full zap.
Yes,
Not even
bro.
like the
Pushes him
hum.
from gold and gets himself.
Wait, you guys have never had the clash one before?
No. Well, like, I didn't know it could happen if the clash doesn't exist
Wait,
in
yeah,
any round.
what do you mean, bro?
Every time you saw a player die to him, we just
No,
saw
there's
countless,
a bug
like,
where if
gunshot
the
lines
round
ripping
ends,
across the
if
screen.
the last
And it was
kill
a little
cam
bit
is like
how do you deal with that
clash,
pressure? Well, as you've just seen when
like
they've got them on
zapping,
advantage
and
tier,
on
it's
that
very
map
hard
until
to
you
wrench it
restart
away
your
from
game.
them.
Yeah, but Clash literally has not been picked a single time in this map. Oh, you're saying from the last game.
I'm saying like
or
this,
something, you know,
like any game that's been on Clubhouse
Oh.
or on any map for that matter. If there was a clash zapping in the final kill cam, you're just going to hear a clash in that area of the map.
Like even from a previous game, that's
If we look
stupid.
Even from a previous game, yeah. It happens in rank too. I had literally like the other night.
Clash but pissed me off. TSPM
ICO. Map that Furia are phenomenal on. We know that. If we look at their recent record on there,
you're right, bro.
it's I think there's 1 loss.
Relax.
It's 8-1. Their current record.
Terrifying, yeah.
It is terrifying. So. Not to pile the pressure on WEIBO, but they really need a result here on Clubhouse. I feel like it's, you know, if WEIBO are going to win it, it's going to be 2-1 and they win on Cafe.
Yeah, I do agree. I do agree.
I don't know why the
Cafe would be great.
spectator
It's
doesn't
really
call
highly
for,
preferred that by both teams, so that would be a straight shootout.
I would love to see.
They could also
Now,
switch to like a different observer. Like there's like 3 observers.
Well, they probably don't. I'm not gonna lie. They probably don't hear it.
Yeah.
Speakeasy was hidden away.
You think the observers are hearing? They're hearing like the casters at all times. That's like their direction. Basically.
They're locked in on the comms.
And they're probably also talking to the other observer.
Production and other preservers and.
He's not weeping yet.
He ain't weeping yet. He could be later, Tim. We'll find out. But he's got the mirror window watching the jacuzzi wall, and then you've got Speakeasy who sat, of course, on towards sites itself.
Ooh, mirror trick,
Now,
mirror trick,
if
mirror trick,
Speakeasy
mirror
hit
trick.
it away, they can get rid of one of those hard breach charges, Tim.
Wait.
They may even fail to get the wall open here as a result.
There's a bit of me
If
just
Mira's
wondering
frozen,
there whether
it gets
if
like
he
obscured.
positioned it just right, maybe he could have got both, but I'm asking for
You can't see
too
through a
much.
frozen mirror?
They brought 6.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a visual bug or not. Because I know. Okay, I know on third-person POV and spectator cam.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, look, they haven't
Like
got
mirrors
clean
always
access
show
in
up
there.
as
It's not
opaque
like a
from
third
one
man breach
from
or
both
something,
sides.
But it doesn't matter. All they want is the
I don't know.
lines outside,
I don't
because
know.
what it's done
I don't
is
know
it
if it- I
prevents
don't know.
anybody from WEIBO playing
First punch it.
inside of CCTV.
Punch it after I noticed
That's
it.
the important part. So now they've created this divide. You've got defenders in cash. You've got third.
We're gonna put it down
You
before he
had
punches
third.
it.
No,
Like that.
chat. He's saying like, you know how the mirror like pops out the glass at the very end, like it pops out the wall when you fully place it down.
So you've got the
Bolo's
angle
saying
just
like
in there from JV92. He's going to watch towards
it doesn't do the pop out if it's frozen. Like it doesn't pop the other side of the wall
he
out.
can think about going in and getting the diffuser down. Ape has gone underneath on the Solis.
Holy
though, so we
shit.
need to
Yes,
be aware
sir.
of Ape.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Bolo. Yes, sir. Can't wait for that blow job. Can't wait for that BBC. You're gonna give me. You're gonna give me that BBC.
Whoa, we didn't agree to that. You didn't counter. You didn't counter anything.
I'm countering right now.
Look to go for the kill. Indeed, they do. JV pushes on forward, and it's a
One. I want one BBC.
2-1.
Yeah, great start from Furia.
You know what? I also learned during all that. You know, it was a good few years ago now. Was it SI2?
I want a square inch of an Orag mousepad.
Hey, how about we address it properly?
Sorry. I want 1 square inch.
Fucking scumbag.
I want 1 square inch of an Aura Gaming Gear
You're
GG.
pissing me off. How about we shut the fuck up?
Nah,
How about we shut the fuck up?
Nah, you're my fault.
How about we shut the fuck
Nah,
up?
you're right. My fault. Nah, you're my fault. My fault. You're right.
Jesus. Jesus.
Hold on. I'm about to prove your point though in a
We
custom.
can talk about all the blowjobs, all the other BBC talk. That is off limits.
Heard. Off limits. Heard.
Fair to say the Furia warmed up very, very quickly against Heretics earlier on. They did bounce back a little bit, but they just ran away with things very shortly after, Tim.
Yeah, WEIBO, you know, being honest.
Hold on, I'm gonna do the mirror.
Keeping up with Furia. That's what you've got to remember. When I say they're off the pace, are they off the pace of an average game of Siege? No, they're not. They'd be absolutely fine.
I'm gonna show them what you meant when you like the mirror, like.
As many people would
like you see how like right now it's wood, and then it boom, and then it pops out the map out the wall out. That's what he meant. Like maybe like it doesn't pop the wall out until it's unfrozen, but I don't think that's the case.
We saw them earlier against Heretics, and
all I know, I didn't see shit.
I know. In the blink of an eye, will be 5-1.
I think it's just a spectator thing. I think it's just when you're third-person POV and spectator, it just stays opaque.
Allow this to continue snowballing.
Opaque.
Otherwise, Furia 5-1 heading onto the defense, and it'll be over before you know it. So
man, words with Q's in it just fucking piss me off.
Entry would be a big part of that.
What?
Start getting those entry
So
kills,
fucking
Oh, it's in Master, bro. It's in Master. The Clash. So fucking loud in Master.
So you're saying put Master space, Tim?
Yeah, I had it on cafe.
It didn't look like it in the last couple
right
of rounds.
downstairs.
It did not.
Okay.
And you're speaking of entry, that has been the way that every round has gone. Whoever finds the
Okay,
entry
yeah.
tips to go on and win the round. And Turner's going exactly the same space.
Yo,
as
what the
last
hell is
round.
going on
Turner's
here,
second
guys?
kill, Tim. Inside
Yo,
40
we
seconds,
get a
Furia
timeout.
versus
Yeah, I better go over
Dude,
there.
it's fucking running these guys over.
Smell blood in the water.
Yo, Fett, can you go talk to these guys?
They won't.
No, bro. That my prediction is getting supported right now.
They will still keep ticking.
Man, it's 2 rounds, bro. It's a 2-round lead. Don't even worry,
The visit.
You don't know about that weight. Oh, here we go.
Cut off from oil. Cut off from oil. Cut off from oil. Cut off from oil. He knows. Oh!
Speakeasy with a big double. They're going to need these
Damn.
I mean, they're gonna probably lose the front anyways.
3 versus 3.
Nah.
They don't have any like util.
Oh,
Wait, what? That is an insane entry by
Wait, this guy's
JV.
stuck. This guy's stuck. He's gotta hit another one.
Oh shit! C4?
On his push up forward, he's been
Boom! Be there.
And his man down to a 2v2. So
Yo, where the fuck is Speakeasy?
Oh my god, this guy's so
Yo,
fucking.
Speakeasy, help him, man.
Speakeasy's done all the
Fucking help him.
shit.
Your boy is fucking under fire,
Casey with
under
the final
duress.
couple. And Furia move
Under
ahead. Dare say it
duress.
feels like
Porra caralho.
discipline in these early rounds
Porra
is
caralho.
slipping away a little bit from WEIBO, Tim. They are taking these gunfights, but they're just ready for everything that comes at them. Furia are.
Is it just me that feels like Furia have got about 7 players in every round?
What's happening is very simple. You're trying to win the shit in the most difficult way. Like on this 2v2, you say, bro, I got you. Bro, you just stay, not move, he kill both.
No, I got naded.
You know?
You got naded.
Okay, so forget this. But what I'm saying is, the start of the round, you guys
Wait,
know
go
what
on,
to do.
didn't see the
You
name.
guys know how they're gonna play. And still, we have no refrag, you know, no team play, no
But didn't
coordination.
acknowledge it,
Next
W
time, bro,
Aura.
they start to come garage. Let's move together.
Yeah, guys,
Up
we need to
play
react.
with third, you know, we need to react fast, guys.
Yeah.
The only thing, the only problem we have is you guys are trying to win the shit in the most difficult way. You know, not playing together. So we fix this and let's win these 2 rounds, guys.
Let's go, guys. I don't care.
Let's go, let's go.
Guys. We got
Let's
fucking
end round by round, guys.
I like the energy actually.
Nice.
I like the energy a
2 more
lot.
rounds.
Gohan kind of got blessed. He
on,
went
wait,
from
this
like literally
fucking-
being MIA for like years and years, and he's like,
Go on putting a far
just
more
joins
elegant
an
than I
Apex
could
team as a
ever
coach,
as well.
and then they just
Speaking
turned out
about
to be like,
discipline,
stop.
lacking in the early rounds, it's largely just said there. We're swinging alone, we're going for ones.
Well, to be fair, this is like the most like.
You know, there's a number of kills coming in.
It's like
here
the
where there's
perfect
no
recipe
response
for
from
a
WEIBO.
successful
You know, if you
APAC
sat
team,
up thinking,
TBH.
How do I see that? How do I
It's
watch
like
that?
all
How
the
do I
best
see
players
that?
in
One thing
APAC,
that you'll see is trades.
they
When
all
somebody
happen to
dies,
speak English,
there'll
which
be a
means they can have a
return
coach
kill. You're in
that
a
they can
position to be
understand.
able to assist your teammate. You're
Yeah.
not doing things in
Easy
ones.
shit
You're
on
not
that
just
guy.
taking those
He actually
fights
did.
on their own. So definitely something that can improved for WEIBO. But yeah, you know, as I jokingly said,
like I think an
before,
English-speaking APAC team that can listen to an English-speaking coach is actually like broken, because if you think about like all the old APAC teams, like there's like no chance their coach is good, because like they just fucking.
And you look and it's 2v3.
How is Talon with how many Talon guys were able to speak English?
One or two, I think.
And it just shows how much value and ability there is in each.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Like, if I was playing and then my coach was like speaking fucking Chinese,
feels like
some slinging some Mandarin in the timeout, I'm like,
you wanna try it?
They are looking electric.
No. Actually, yeah. Actually, yeah. Yeah, hit it. Let's say I'm down 0-3. Down 0-3. But then Dapper, like, very like brokenly like translated for me.
We've just got to recover and
so, like, so yeah. Fett hit the Chinese. Wait, I gotta mute.
Okay, hold on. I don't have time. Okay, can you guys hear me? I'm gonna start it off with English. Can you guys hear me? Okay. 菠萝，你需要会快一点，你现在太慢了。
5-1 come the end of the half. It already feels like it's over.
Yeah, I agree. There's no.
I mean, bro, you keep talking, bro. Like,
no, that's it. That's it. No, you have to translate now.
That's it.
That you will translate that.
No, you gotta do the whole time.
Oh, okay. 下一次我们要打 打 I don't know how to say these words in Chinese. 打 Strat R， 好吗？你挑，我觉得菠萝玩 Clash 玩的最好，让菠萝玩 Clash， 然后再呢。 然后再的，别管他们的 Warden Band 不那么好哦。硬没事儿 ，Glass 没事儿，不用管。Okay, now that's it. Now that's it.
Okay, now I gotta wait for that because I don't know what the fuck he does.
Yeah, listen, bro, like, you are playing like shit, man. We gotta ban the Warden. We gotta ban the Glass. We're gonna play Glass and Ying.
To the rest of his team,
you're gonna hit the back. The rest of us gonna hit the front. You're gonna be the distraction. And then we win the fucking game. Wow, that's literally it.
Holy shit. Holy shit, you're on the wrong side, by the way.
That's exactly what he needs to be careful of. He's concerned.
Dude, I don't speak Mandarin, man.
Well, shit, bro. Arthur, there goes our super team. There goes our super team, bro. Yo, is Nate gonna die to the...
Wait, actually... Crazy idea. What if you just got 5 dudes that don't speak the language at all, and then they just made their own timeout?
Dude, look at this moto hatch, bro. Look, dude, the Denaris are stretched to the other side, like of the hatch. Polo, you dropping that moto hatch or what?
I'm dropping it. I'm dropping it.
Wait, is he gonna die? Like, how much damage is he gonna take from all those Denaris? Oh.
Ned's gonna go for the
Here comes Blue. Wait, he's planning already. He's planning. He's planning. Hello? Blue pressure. Ned's got it. Do they have kids? Is posting from kids? He's gonna push through?
Wait, do they know this guy's dirt? Do they know this guy's dirt, though?
Well, they're sticking already.
Oh. They're sticky. They're sticky. They're sticky.
Yeah, there's no one kitch? I don't know where the postie was. Oh, it's There's no one on kitch hatch? What did they got to retake kitch hatch right there?
Deeper inside of Arsenal, then he hears the diffuser go off and he's like, oh, he's behind me. Turns around and gets the kill. Thank God.
Yeah,
otherwise that could have been calamitous. Most importantly, it's
I said
I
mono.
said what you said, bro. It doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah, you're right, bro. No, your fault. You're right.
Well, what did you say?
I said that you're playing too slow and you should push faster next round. And
yeah, I got that. I got that.
You should pick Clash because you're really good at that Clash operator, and don't worry about the enemy team's Warden Band because Ying and Glass aren't really that good of operators.
Wow.
You have to look at Furia on defense and say, you know.
Wow. Yeah, my translator was really not hitting that one. Hey, bro, that sounds mid as fuck to me.
At least lock this out 3-3. Then who
knows?
My
timeout?
You know,
yeah.
They can get in. They can start playing their games.
No, like yeah, I mean, not be able to understand.
Yeah, but like in the native language, it's probably hit so hard.
In the tournament so far to date, and they just.
I'm talking about a fucking coach that don't speak the goddamn language, man.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like a translation will never hit as hard as like an.
Yeah, that's true. And it's like you gotta pull interpretation.
I agree. It won't feel great.
Yeah, like imagine Fabian fucking screaming at all those Korean guys. Be like, what the fuck are we doing? It's like they know he's mad, but like, why is he mad? And then they all look at this one guy. They're like, guys, this guy's not happy with us.
I think able for them to be able to get at least 3 rounds, send us towards
What did he say, G?
I don't think Fury will let them do that, but they could definitely give themselves a better chance here.
Is it a freebie? Is it a freebie? Oh! Ow!
Why is he standing still? Why is that guy just standing there, bro?
It's hers. He's aura farming, bro.
I'm having absolutely no more.
That is actually crazy,
very much.
Ooh, yin glass. No warden.
WEIBO looking pretty comfortable.
This guy
at
just
the minute.
called him around.
Speakeasy
I did.
still holding down the cash and CCTV side. Furia have opened CCTV wall, but
well, and like if someone doesn't speak your language, like the nuance is lost in it. Like if
that's what I was saying. Like it's never gonna hit the same.
No, because literally like the elevate guys only like some of them only like 2 of them spoke English, like the rest of them spoke Thai. Like so I gave him a game plan to like spawn peek like for a couple rounds and then like let off because you know if you spawn peek every round you're gonna get punished, and they spawn peek every round. And then we like round 3 we started getting fucked. Like oh no, we're just lost in translation, bro. Oh, they're committing this shit. Holy fuck. Seeing in big glass entry. Fenrir is just so fucking strong against Furia, but it doesn't even matter. Assaulting the clash. What?
What's going on there, Tim? Casey's turned it into a 2K. Up was looking completely the wrong way.
Commits from Furia is so incredibly good. The 3-2-1.
Enough for Furia to get a 4-2 half.
Fleapox is going to be putting the diffuser down. I think it's academic at this point. I don't think it really matters.
Oh, turn.
To be honest,
one tap. Oh. Bolo skin. That's
BBC. That's beautiful Bolo Cosmetics right there.
Beautiful Bolo Cosmetics.
So what happened was Furia rushed in from the breach. I think it was KZ down across the top of main stairs. But at the same time, Fleapox gets into
guys, who is the Chinese stomping? I don't think Reach is Chinese stomping. I think it's more like Chinese Shaika.
Just kills going down everywhere. But ultimately,
he might be Chinese Bolo.
On top of it.
No, I'm Chinese Bolo. No one's taking that title away from me.
Before moving on to the defense, I think the Brazilians are going to be very happy with the way that one has started.
Motherfucker's always so mean to me, for real, bro.
We had the Kite and the Bandit taken out in the first half.
Wait till you see me in the arcade lobbies.
Is left open, interestingly.
In the arcade lobbies, bro. I watched you on game day last night. Yo, what it is?
I mean, to be fair, he did get stream snipe.
Because they noticed how effective it can be. It's why they ran
the well, honestly, I'm surprised Skype was like reasonable. Like when he actually watched it back, he was like,
oh, like,
I don't hear it.
Good point.
Yeah, he was like, I didn't hear it. No. I was saying like when Sky was mad, right? And I expected that, and then like when he watched it back, he was like, I don't hear the comm you guys are talking about. They weren't saying anything.
On catwalk, we've seen it today already. We've seen.
Wait, is that what I think it is? Was that an OG cherry blossom?
A little bit possibly. Great
idea. This dog
WEIBO also makes this side Church a little bit easier to attack.
Wait, there's a dog shit version?
In that corner.
Wait, that actually might be defamatory.
Yeah, you're defaming your own.
That's not mine.
Oh, that's not yours. Never mind. It's dog shit.
Makeshift fortress in that corner.
Thank you. You can say that for me.
I'm comparing to my own sleeve right now.
At least.
Honestly, God, I should just wear like 2 Aura GG sleeves on my legs.
This is a hell of a
You think that?
Sometimes I hit the 2-on-1 arm.
Cause hear me out. Bolo, have you ever lived somewhere really cold?
This probably would be it, especially on Clubhouse.
Oh, you mean like the long johns? You got the long johns.
Yeah, you know the thermals. You know the thermals.
Yeah.
I want to be able to wear thermals, but then also be able to take them off, like when I get inside. If you think about it, arm sleeves are like detachable thermals.
And knowing the aggression that we've seen from Furia throughout
the doesn't retain heat.
I don't blame them at all.
Yeah, it probably doesn't retain as much heat. It'll retain heat from my calves.
Gonna see JV will be tracked for the time being on the score boss. He's up.
It's more compression than thermal.
Going to be down to Ape to feed that.
You should invent that for the next Aura gaming gear item.
So if he sees himself joined
by
Zipper gaming product for when you're outside in the cold.
Yeah. You gotta be warm. Oh, that guy's shit got knocked back. This guy's getting holy fuck. That's a great clear actually. That was a great clear by WEIBO.
And he was struggling
beautiful nade, beautiful wrapper under the window.
JV92.
Bro, JV's gotta get out of there.
Beautiful from Hoven. If you didn't know that
Dude, okay, if that goes mega viral on Twitter, I'm gonna fucking get really pissed off.
Just over the wall, onto onto main
Guys,
stairs.
Rishi posted on Twitter. Brand new angle just dropped. Never seen before.
It was a great read as well because that
Wait, there's no rotates?
so fast.
Yeah.
The site's just not. The site's just not set up.
Bro, Furia always does this shit. They literally will not set up the site.
Bro, FaZe always have like minimum 4 reinforcements like left over on Chile and shit.
Bit of coordination and communication from WEIBO as Reaps finds Nade a 4v2 tip. This is looking like a great position for WEIBO to be in.
Yeah, it really does. This is exactly the start that needed for Leapox, however. Do you see what I mean?
There's 2 Goyles on dirt. They made the holes necessary for stopping the hatch drop.
2 versus 3.
Yeah.
I mean, if JV can like maintain Moto short control, is the hatch open on Moto? Do they have it open for fall off? If it's open, they're fucked. If it's not open, they look, you have a chance.
Nightmare to play against. Leapox got that one, dropped himself back to site, so it's him and JV trying to hold things down. One in Church, one in Arsenal, so they're just spreading themselves across the entire site. WEIBO do have a bit of time here, 35 seconds. They can't
Drones
take
moving
forever,
through sight.
but they can get a good idea of
Bro,
where
I feel like no one hears drones
no
anymore.
tracks left for Ape, so
Like everyone just like,
utility is
there's
gone.
so many drones, like just perma drones on enemies when I like see
They
this.
know where these 2 players are. They know that there's one Church door. They know that
Wait,
there's
you guys
one
are playing
Sacrist
a
on
little
blue
bit
door as
too-
well.
Yeah, scared, overthinking,
They're not
scared.
confident in what they want to do.
Yeah.
There's a real lack
Oh, he
of
crossed.
efficiency, so it's all about the guns. They've got the
You gonna push on long? He might push on long here.
JV's got
Oh,
another.
they got the, oh my god, JV!
To a 1v1. Hoven's got to go absolutely mad.
JV!
Steps in. Knows it's behind the
JV!
1v1 though, Tim and JV.
JV! Oh, Hoven has it. Holy
Hoven.
shit.
That's
WEIBO
Hoven.
takes
That's
the round, but
Hoven.
my god, did Furia make that one hard?
I'm not sure my heart can take much more of this. There's 1v1 going to the pistol. JV
Chat,
just
do
can't
not
get it
Google
done
BBC
well
and
by
you will not
WEIBO.
see a funny
They
Moto
put their
photo.
first attack on the board. That was what they needed. That was the
Do
round
not
from
Google
me.
BBC,
Get round
yes.
7, send a message to Furia. Yep, you might have 4-2, you might be on the defense, but this map isn't
The
yours.
Furia fan in my chat is losing his shit. JV, man,
Continuing
run.
that
What are you doing,
great
man?
attacking
Run.
streak that they've had at
Oh yeah, he
SR26
said that when I was like,
to
WEIBO's
continue getting
smoking
some
these
rounds.
guys. He's
This
like,
was great
in
pressure
your
on Chasey.
dream.
I know they lost, you know, the opening
In
kill
your
onto Speakeasy
dreams.
initially,
And then I asked
but
him
it
how
was
the
just
Bisp
great
bar
pressure.
case and he never
And then the
replied.
follow-up with the second
Yeah.
kill onto
Oh.
Herge just really set them up for the round.
Okay.
It was one of those rounds.
Pocket
that it's just a
reinforcement
war
is
from
genius.
start.
Yeah,
Hello, you
sure
should
guys
make
get
your
down
own
to
Neuro gum.
That's a closing 1v1 to settle.
Neuro
Ooh,
gum.
or a
As I
GG
said,
gum.
JV
Yeah, exactly.
See, it's a little bit different making
That is
products
continuing
that
here on the
people
other
put on their
side.
arms
Still really
and
Okay,
well
for the European teams,
Or-
the cigarette?
3 and 5, Ape's 3 and 6. Hoven,
What?
5
You can make your own gaming cigarette.
The score at the top
You know the European
of
teams hit the
Gaming
fucking darts
sword.
between games, bro. You
I
see
know
them?
what you're talking about.
They are
Yeah.
one behind. Speakeasy rolling back the years here,
like in
jumping on
the
towards
tobacco
Monty.
industry. That'd be kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, just pop a white label, man.
Speaking about Reach,
Pop
hit
a
over
white
GG
label.
on
was
the-
there at round start.
Dude, I
It's fair
mean,
to say he's
come on.
woken up next. He's got
good.
in
I'm thinking
there and
like
got himself a
Vocals
big opener. And
Real,
who
real.
better than the Soulless? This is literally the perfect Soulless side. Catch and CCTV.
I was just
It is
kidding,
all
actually.
destructible.
Yes.
You can play in stock.
Yeah,
you can
guys,
play
we're
in
all
lines,
joking. This
you
is all
can
in game.
disrupt
This is
the
all in
plans
game.
anywhere, so long
We're
as
talking
you
about
can
GTA
keep
businesses.
yourself alive. And
Yeah,
KG
GTA.
is
There, Tim.
exactly that.
Garage
KZ
take.
has failed to
WEIBO
do
with
so.
Montaigne,
Really
Capital,
big pick
clear out the
for
player
WEIBO.
top
5
garage.
versus
Wamai
4
has
early in
burns
the
for it, but
round.
able to be shot off from
Speakeasy can
lower
start
garage.
bullying Catwalk now.
Malboro,
Big.
that's kind of fire, actually.
Big Bogro cigar.
Malboro.
This is really doable for the attackers.
No, it's Marlboro. Marlboro.
Marlboro.
Let's walk in, not try to hide it. Watching in the prep phase, would he try and hide it away somewhere? And the answer was no. It has got reached across on towards the bra. Of course,
Look at this guy
still
with his
really
wall.
going to
work on
one
this
thing
wall,
acts
man.
out. Don't know if it's a
Like
maestro
it on
cam
that.
or not, but I saw at least 2 go down inside the camp.
Oh.
So we've got to be really careful of that. Ape, a man that I also said was being quiet. Tim, it's like they're listening to us. Get themselves a couple of kills, both Reach and Ape now in this round getting involved. And Speakeasy is starting.
Oh, go to
Garage
who the
down
previous
goes
match
JV.
Beckham's
WEIBO
Falcons
making this
beat
look
SR.
easy.
Yeah, this is great from the APAC team. Absolutely love what we're seeing. They are in a position to put the diffuser down. I'd like to see them do that. There's no real reason not to. You know, they might be a little bit concerned about a nitro, but that's just come out. So, you know, there's one in the hands of Hertz, but
When
they've
are they
got
gonna smile
5
on the
players.
breeze?
They
'Cause they're
can just
happy.
have somebody
They're
down
so
in
happy
line.
they're gonna
For me,
win versus
WEIBO,
Furia.
Get one downstairs, get the diffuser down.
Hertz almost wants this for an ego challenge onto Reach. He was talking a little bit of
Wait,
smack
good thing
in the
Hertz has a
timeout
clash
earlier on.
shield
He
right
really
here.
wants this win.
He's got
If
the
Reach
ghost
can hold
clash
him here
on
and lead his
him.
teammate in a 1 versus 4, that's completely fine by the side of WEIBO. You've got Nade downstairs with the C4.
Wait, it's like always right in fucking
It's only
master.
Hertz's
Yeah.
back pocket.
Yeah, it's in the
So
same
he's
place
in a bit
every
of a
time.
dangerous spot here. Tim, he's managed to get down and get rid of one.
It's because
but
there
there's
was
a trade to be
a
secured,
there was a
and
clash
Reach
hold.
wins out that 1v1 against Herds.
Oh, he just double fist bumped someone. He got the both hands of Reaps.
There was an opportunity to get
and then he had the shoulder tap on Ape.
CCTV catch. You know, I think they were a little bit concerned about nitros or other elements, but it
Reaps look so happy.
He's
so Chinese,
doesn't really
bro.
matter. Outcome is the same. They choose to go for
What's
the
the
kills.
5G
The
in their
call was
naming?
made,
It's
and the
like,
round was
it's like 5G.
successfully won.
Everyone else is on
4-4.
LTE.
We sit on the scoreboard
5G.
now, and Furia losing back-to-back rounds. Time to maybe go back to the drawing board for them. It's going to be over to Gym and Bedroom.
If they lose this site as well, Tim, that'll be a 3-0 start for WEIBO in the half, and they'll have won every single site.
The big Bolo
What
legacy.
to do with themselves? Yeah, they won the first
No,
three
the
rounds
Bolo
2-1.
legacy ends with me.
Obviously, Furia win this one. We have a mirrored
There will
result
be
on
no
the
air.
other side, but it's going to feel very, very concerning if they lose
No
it.
air.
No doubt going to be an extension
That's
out
what you
towards
think
Cash and
until you
CC,
pass,
as you're
and
now
then I
seeing on
take
your
a
screen. See it a
shit.
1,001 times. Tim, always have players out here. Normally it's a
Wait a second, this guy's gonna take the channel when he's 70.
phase. I don't know. It's still happening.
Ridiculously frustrating to try and clear top red in that position. So we'll see exactly how much they commit out there, and WEIBO are going to have to find a way through, which probably means a good bit of team aggression at the start of the round. And often what we see is that this round can be decided on the extension alone. It isn't always
having them
about
1-0 up.
what's going on site. Lose to a run.
Yeah, what can tell you about?
Performances on
This is such a good match storyline-wise, though, like Furia WEIBO.
Great play from him using that operator. He's going to be bringing it
Damn.
along again this time.
No, we got 2 clashes on the board.
Dude, I remember when like people gave a fuck about like shit like APAC and Siege, bro. Now it's just all psychos stomping.
Well, now it's all.
Bottom red,
Well,
I would
I mean,
imagine.
that's because the fucking.
Thank you very much, Ned.
Yeah.
Start moving back up.
Like, bro, remember Norengo?
Damn.
Like, dude, because like their coach.
Bro, that was when everybody was watching CG Sports. That's what CG just fucking high peak.
Yeah.
There's so many people watching, so many teams to root on.
Bro, that guy, remember Kazoku, the coach? Like, everyone fucking loved him because he was just goofy, bro. No one knew if he would be a coach. Yeah.
Things go. Speakeasy now getting himself inside of Cash and CC itself.
I forgot what he
Yeah, I
did.
think that's the real struggle is knowing when a coach is actually good or not.
Start asking questions or inside of construction.
That's why I like the timeout. I like the timeout listenings. I feel like it fraud checked a lot of people.
Just waiting for the kind of go sign from his team to know what's going to happen next. But you can see everyone's really starting to gather around, mainly out towards Cash and CC. But that will begin to develop, and I imagine some pressure will come in towards Logi very shortly.
WEIBO just allowing for the time that they've got.
Clash counters the Montaigne here very well if they want to go for Logi flood through. I think what could happen here is they could use a Clash to distract Logi while they go for a gym play on the other side. I don't see a world where Monty flood through works out for WEIBO. Let's see if Furia playing tucked up.
We know exactly what we're playing into. Nid is
he's actually gonna rotate.
He's just playing on
Might go for gym hopping instead. My scare now is, are they gonna retake Cash? I think they're gonna retake Cash. Yep, Furia flanking. Yo, go back. There's a guy flanking up red. Hello?
They want to be careful. They exactly that. They just don't want to waste too much time. But Speakeasy get things underway with a kill on to JV. Ape tries to go in through Jacuzzi. Doesn't get away with it as Felipox takes him down. 3 versus 4.
I think it's
Hertz has the window. Hertz has CC window. They retook it. Wait, no, he does he? Yes, he does. Hertz! Oh my god, wow. And the power through with the Clash. Brilliantly well done. Red retake. Red retake.
Trying to go deep and collect a couple of players.
I love Igor's energy this event, man.
And that's that 2-1 quarter that we saw back at the start of the game as well.
Yeah, she said, I think, maybe just stretching themselves a little bit thin there.
I looked at Google's BBC Abolo and didn't know he was packing a weapon of mass destruction like that.
Kind of unaccounted for and able to flex their position.
Can you give a number range?
One of the kills came in from there at the end of things, and so it also then left you kind of short-handed to be dealing on the other side with players like Felipox and creating that space in gym. Not ideal on the attack from WEIBO that time. Furia.
Sideways 8.
Only just
Can you define it in variables?
Continues to rumble on Clubhouse.
I don't know variables.
It's
an irrational number.
Slightest here.
We shall see.
The BBC gets rid of all other variables.
Capital taken away. I'd say not really the end of the world because we haven't seen that. In fact, sort of brought it once in round 2, and that was about it. And even then, it's used a case in that round wasn't massive. Taken away. I feel it's quite notable. It's the only operator they've had in a round where they've won Furia, and so WEIBO looking at, okay, here's the main thing that they've won with. What can we do to get rid of it? Just ban it. Easy peasy.
Yeah, it just removes a headache, doesn't it? It just removes a problem. Like I said, Nade has put in some real rounds, some real performances on that clash. So yeah, get rid of it, and then you don't need to think too much about it. So 5-4 on the scoreboard as we head into what will be our final 3 rounds. We might only get 2 of them if Furia get them back to back. But I've got a feeling that there's going to be a
I think WEIBO closes out 7-5. I think it begins right here, right now.
Don't go anywhere. Now then, KZ, Herds.
Right here, right now.
Herds is actually going to be barricaded in pretty much. He's got the one door escape through to pool table, but other than that, he's locked in for a bit of strip.
TT Mateo's tough to give us a sub after it. I wonder what would happen to a team if it just refused to do media today.
Have that mid to late round flank that we see into
What do you mean?
bar.
They were forced to do media.
I know, but I'm saying, like, what happens if they were just like, no.
Yeah,
that's true. They probably get fine.
This time as well, so really similar in setup.
Or it's actually probably forced in the contracts.
Yeah.
Very, very good for hitting the site itself with. I'm probably anticipating this time around that they won't meet as much dip resistance around there, and Furia, for the most part, are down towards site itself. A couple on the first floor, and Philippox, the main one, being a little bit of a bother up here on the Tuberal, but as we know, it's mainly focused on trying to waste
can he not drone if he's standing in the free?
I actually like this from Philippox.
No, he can drone, he just...
up his location there. The assumption
He's in the free,
is
no, he
often going to be that
can't
he'll
drone or
be
he cannot?
So
Cannot.
by dropping down,
Oh,
he gives
wait,
himself
real?
an opportunity
Yeah,
to
if you're in
drop
a
oil
freeze,
pit
you
and
can't
return
drown.
to site, which he has done just in time as well, because he's been targeted out by the Demos. Or, you know, you maybe mix up the angle that you're going to be going into that fight on, but using his Zoto cannon.
The diffuser's dropped aside dirt.
Smart play from Philippox means all 5, no, 4 are back.
Just for late round? They're going to pick it up just for late round?
Still out in strip. I'm not sure that he's been
Check out
picked up
Hertz.
yet. He could play a serious spoiler in this round.
They've really got to
Russian
play
reflex,
the
Russian reflex.
because right now no one's actually flicking through them. He could.
Reflex is good.
Wait, wasn't JV also using
They
this?
want this bar hatch opened up. No one's yet around that spot on the map sniffing through. But Reaps will descend us. I swear to God, he's just trying to hunt Reaps down. It's all he really cares
My
about.
question to you guys is the 1.5 or the ACOG? Like, which one do y'all like more of that one?
ACOG.
Easily win this round.
But the 1.5 is good. When I was on D's, I would always switch it up.
D's.
Let's go from one to the other.
Hertz tag for the wrap. Moto hatch is impossible to get. Furia needed. WEIBO need to think about the dirt, like dirt kitchen direct, which is where they dropped their diffuser. So they're 2 in dirt right now, 1 in kitch, 1 going blue, I believe.
2 more tracks that he can make use of at some point. Just the
But Hertz is threatening this flank over and over and over, so they can't completely focus on the kitch hatch. 1 drops down oil pit, immediately punished by Philippox. Philippox playing really aggressive up in oil pit right there, gets him. Now people are dropping like flies. Mata's still worried about Hertz.
Because he knows he's got this bandit playing in behind him. He's just being
drops the hatch, immediately shut down.
As he goes for the drop, KZ picks him up.
KZ match boys.
At the end to close it out, and it's not looking good for WEIBO as Furia move on to match point.
Truthfully, this is
I
how
don't know if
we
you knew this
expect
or not,
to
but
play
WEIBO hasn't
within
even
the
turned on their
downstairs side
monitors.
being
Oh, word?
Furia. We often
I don't
talk
think it
about
makes a difference for
being
Reaps.
one of the most defender-sided sites that we have in the entire game.
They didn't know
The
you
upstairs
think it was
sites
something
where you
bad.
tend to see a little bit more joy for
What?
the
What'd I say?
attackers. So
Well,
don't
he's
count them out just yet. There's still much they can do to try and turn it around.
What do you mean by that?
What did I say, G?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
What did I-
Let's really break it down.
What did I say? What did I say, G?
Losing 1 player, it was Reaps getting the opening onto KZ, if you remember, very early in the round. They can find the same again or just get a little bit of luck on their side.
I feel like Reaps actually might be on a better aspect ratio than you.
They've only got a win, Jim Bedroom.
Now that I saw the close-up. If we're really comparing apples to apples here.
Comparing apples to
apples. Still very, very doable for WEIBO. Don't count them out just yet. But it's not going to be easy either. You know, it seems to get more difficult with each passing round. Also, if we have a look at the entry, there's we're 11 rounds.
I'm at the brightness of my room, bro. I don't know how, bro. My fucking lamp behind my camera's on full max.
Wait,
but do you have a lighting setup at your desk? Like, do you have a light that shines at your face?
Yeah. Yo, look at my stream.
He's got several runs.
Look at my stream.
Hold on, I'm tuning in. I'm tuning in.
In the same position we are now. But I think the entry is very important for WEIBO this round. They need to be getting themselves.
They got a studio.
They want to sort of garage role play.
Is it? Could I afford your light setup?
As well, if you guys pushing up those stairs and you get a Yokai blast down, shield break comes on through, and JV may be able to walk away with a kill off the back of it. As strong as shields are, it does feel like it's a dangerous time to be a shield
I might do that because my light's definitely not bright enough. But also,
Oh,
it's hard.
Yeah, $200.
Interesting.
Wait, when you're playing, like when you're locked in, does it ever like do you not like it? Because I don't.
That's why I turn them away.
Oh, so they hit the wall.
It bounces.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
But it does get hot. So.
Right walls for
I
that.
see. Okay, I need those. Would love a link or a.
I send you.
Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you. 谢谢菠萝，谢谢菠萝，谢谢你，谢谢你。哦，很感谢。
Baby gets
Oh wait, never mind. It's actually like $500.
That'll flex.
That expensive.
I have to say, those are bright as fuck.
So everything done inside about 90 seconds.
Yeah, that's really good from WEIBO. They're working through those problems one at a time.
JV dies on the Raptor.
Oil, by the way.
Yeah, that's
I have two
again.
of these.
Last time was off in strip. This time he's played down into the basement. He's just going to bide his time. They're going to give him the opportunity, but he misses it. Hoven still alive, takes a ton of damage, but this will waste some time because again, WEIBO are going to have to pay attention to that.
4v4, 3 smokes, echo drones, C4, every single piece of planted out is up hers, flanking underneath. You can go for garage players, potentially up the Raptors through lounge schools. 2 players up in garage now. They get the wall open for plant spot.
He will be able to strike at some point throughout
this round. They did shoot at least one echo drone. I don't know if they got the other.
Ooh, that might be a vault. That might be a vault. They might be able to hold that vault through on the garage wall. But here comes, oh, hard shutdown underneath. Here comes the first smoke. Here comes the first smoke. They're gonna have to execute with like 10 seconds left. They have to go up red. Wait, where's Case? He's gonna wallbang plant from all the way out there? I don't think that's worth. 2 up red, 2 up red, 2 up red, 2 up red. Oh!
So instead, they've tried to push up red to get aggressive, and it's
oh, Wappe.
Wow. 8-6,
and we are getting at least all 12.
I put the links in the chat. 2 of the lights, and then I have that mount in case you need like a different
We
angle.
saw so many. I've obviously gone, yeah, well, you've got the mic.
I was having a drink.
I'll just hold mute and talk as well, Tim. I'm sure everyone will still hear me. But again, it was just so well played. They had the one player coming in from Logi, pushing in through construction. At the same time, 2 players sprinted up red.
I actually don't have a keyboard or a mouse.
With this very early on, JB was wonderful. But the trade being guaranteed by Hoven there.
I got so much aura. I just spawned in a mouse like it's the Skyrim spell. I got the ancestral bow.
Holy shit, bro. And you can see why they are our top attacking team at the tournament. One more, Tim, and we get OT.
Yeah, the level of organisation on the attack and the teamwork, the interplay between them all is absolutely brilliant to watch.
Whoa, taking notes, 40% off the Dark Zero bundle. Whoa, that looks sick.
This matchup against Furia. So let's get into round 12. Gym and bedroom will be the final regulation defense.
Wait, what happened?
Furia. Just looking at the lineup, they've got the Valkyrie on side for Herds. So again, playing into that intel, we saw it was the Echo last time. This time it's going to be those black eye cameras.
It's because my camera, like on full screen, clips like the bottom left corner of my second monitor.
Big moments. It is an operator that Furia bring.
Yeah, so they just saw like the group chats I had on Discord.
Yeah, it was at least the 3.
Holy fuck!
It was a really nice round for me. Also disabled the active.
What do I get with this? Oh, I get a crab?
Oh,
crab is
as if it matters.
Yeah, it's just if you needed to go like more in rather than just straight
vertical.
vertical.
Shield, you've got the.
So if you need to like angle it like a 90-degree bend.
Herds on the oil alert.
But honestly, maybe just. I mean, maybe buy and then return it and see if you need it, or just like wait until you have the 2.
But it's still a shield.
They don't know about this guy. They do not know about this guy.
I'd recommend just buying the lights and then seeing if you need them.
There's 2 of them here actually as well with the Grim also coming on through. But look where he is again.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Down there waiting for his.
He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it.
Absolutely massive and game ending if he gets it.
Oh,
I know.
I think Hoven might know. Hoven's concerned about lounge at the minute, if I'm not wrong. He has actually kind of backed out of that door.
Do you think he should go for a pick, like up the staircase and run away, or do you think he should actually wait till he climbs, like goes all the way up, climb up?
I think he just waits and sees what happens. It's hard to say right now.
Goes up the stairs and hits them on the flank. He's just waiting.
I think he just wait for the Raptor kill.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! He has it! He has it! He has it! He doesn't even get it.
his
He gets
fucking
that.
flick.
Yo, Gizzy was like, bro, I need to hit 15.
The beauty of that, though, is that it leaves Herds out there on the flank with them, not really knowing where he is or being comfortable. If he
Just
tries
retake
that
her on.
balcony now,
No
Herds is
gunfights.
just going to pop into CCTV, for example. Big problem for
He has
WEIBO.
highway window
5
denied.
versus 3, and it is not looking good. Ape
Entry.
wants to get aggressive, moves on into side. He's currently at elbow. Shots are fired towards main stairs. Gives him an
Nade on the
idea
lodgy
of
door. He's gonna push the
location.
master off
And
that.
here
He
steps
will.
in to try and develop
Boom.
a bit of movement. Herds on the flank. Does
K's fucking going. Holy shit.
Was it 18 and 5? First put the raid for
but just not quite close enough. Furia, a bit of a different beast today.
Shit.
Every round,
Furia's fucking
they
looking
just
nuts.
have a
They look
magical
clean,
answer.
bro.
There's always a player that's able
Whack
to pop when
as
they need
hell.
him most. And they take away the map pick of WEIBO. This is going to be hard now for WEIBO to recover on the second map.
Yeah, it really is. You know, as we've said, Leia, Furia, they're 8-1, Des.
Well, it's going to be a tough
Dapper,
challenge.
when
It
you
is a
edit
tall
the
order,
SR
but
video,
let's see
you
what
can
Adesanya
put in
got
me
first. Back with you
witnessing
in
him
just a
and
few
he
minutes.
lose. Like occasionally.
Occasionally, okay.
Like just like a little snippet.
Wait, they
Like,
happen at the same time?
yeah. Well, I just like
Oh, okay.
catch me like watching them lose the first map and then catch me like reacting to them like made me lose the second map. I didn't react to the second map, but I spoke on it. I spoke on it.
God, this game's so boring, bro.
Forced shield and
This game's
off
so
and piano
boring.
rather. This is phase. They had two options. Deep
Chat,
over
me
the
go lay
side
down.
or fall back and bunker
tired.
down.
Me,
Good night.
Chose
me
the
back.
bunkering down after
Me,
the third
good
ban.
night.
me back
It's
hurt.
funny
Me back
because
hurt.
they banned the Togepi, which deals with the roam.
This guy's
Now
back.
they've
This guy's back hurts.
Apologies, chat.
Carrying his
Apologies.
team last night.
Yo, can you
Ooh.
can you make a lumbar pillow too? On top of all that?
On top of all that, yo, you got some work to
Yeah,
do. You gotta hit up
sure.
the R&D, bro.
Sure,
Like,
yeah, I guess so. I
Well, I-
gotta start
you
fucking
got a little work to do.
crowdfunding or something.
I turn off my camera though. You don't need to move yours. I turn off my camera every time I
Oh.
go to your stream. Yeah. All right, love you. See you.
Ooh,
Bye.
Hey, this guy's on
Bye.
tech.
You
Bye.
know that kid show?
No, I have no
Oh,
idea what you're
that's
talking about.
It's little.
I know
I'm
we're
gonna go take a
going on
nap,
bear
guys.
hunts.
Dad, put your
Can't
camera on.
go over it, can't go under it,
You
have to go
wish.
through it.
Put the camera on.
You don't know
Okay,
that one?
I don't know that one.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, this
I think it's
Fluxo,
just
the
the
phase
quite
Fluxo
far
game
apart
on
from
Labs
different
was so
things, that's
fucking
fair
boring,
enough.
and I'm not gonna lie, this is already
Is he
so
the
boring.
wall?
How did they get that? I didn't manage to catch it in the end.
50 seconds, it's a 5v5, they have fucking, like, bro.
That's good.
And then they burn to the 3-2.
These
ground,
guys are
and
just
then-
fucking yapping.
But there's 45 seconds left, and another wall beneath them by the actual
Pepper
bomb site,
will weigh
which
down
thankfully
my
does not have a
stream.
Kyclone because
Okay.
And no 2 hours left here for Handy, so this will be free for Fluxo, but it's going to be a 5v5 execute with 30 seconds remaining.
What's gonna happen here? This guy smokes, smoke Kitch, smoke West, maybe send them Blitz. So Blitz is actually gonna be the planter.
Out goes the first
Don't
Candela.
smoke it, no!
The smokes come through, but the Warden will be able to
First
see
C4.
a good Nitro cell over
No,
the
that's
top.
fine.
And it is
The
baited.
smokes are fine. I just don't
And
like how
Dot's
this
getting
one was
to a
so
safe
far
plant
out.
position.
This is
He
a
needs to find
pro-lap
an off
smoke
spot
here.
But Vidiking
Second
upstairs in
C4.
office, he's
Oh.
fighting, and the C4 is shot.
That's a good
An
play
off
spot.
position
That's
now
a bad
planting
cover.
by Dots, but there might be a retake on the cards here for FaZe. Handy spots
the
out
shield
the
is
blitz, but the coverage is there, and he doesn't find it until the plants already go
1v1.
down.
Guy's top. Does he know he's
Palu
top?
has to try and clutch up
He's gonna
now
pick.
in the post
Even
play
if
with
this guy
Souls
picks
on
up,
the
bro,
floor.
those
He
guys are
can scout for
one-shot.
info, or KDS could take the risk
I
and
guess
go
this
for the
guy's also
revive.
one-shot.
As he does, it's a 2v1.
I don't like how he's so,
Both
bro,
players
like go
low
fucking
HP.
back up a bit more,
And
man.
Palu,
You
here
can
in his
literally make a
86
hole on this
Invitational,
shit and then
looks
just
to
fucking
try
play a
and
pixel
clutch
on
up
him.
and tie the scoreline.
I get you wanted to do it, you know,
a team
for
he has
one.
fought so
Okay,
many
now back
times
up, back up,
before.
back up.
3 kills for Palu as he falls back again. Souls has to commit to it now, and Palu's waiting. He baits him out.
Wait a second. I don't want
And
Paulo
the
to win
scoreline.
that. Wait, I don't want Paulo to win that. That's my predictions. Fuck. Piece of shit.
Needed for those last 2 kills, there was a tough decision. Paolo not fully sure if that other person was injured, not fully sure where the assignment was playing at. He could have gone upstairs, played the vert, could have played fireplace, or could have played in that dining hallway. But before it came down to a Paolo clutch, it was Volps and Dots working so well together, opting for the other plant spot, going deep, the shield blocking every single possible
Damn it.
angle. And
WEIBO
the bomb goes
fucking-
down. That's all that matters.
Well, actually,
the
no.
post is
What am I
yours,
saying?
even in what was
WEIBO will win
effectively
this series.
a 1v3
It's
clutch
okay, guys.
for Palu.
Of course they will.
WEIBO.
Now, if KDS didn't
WEIBO.
1v5
I've never actually
ace
talked to
earlier,
Norris before, but he
basically,
seems like such a nice
this
guy.
would have
Norris
been
is a fucking beast.
4 lead for Fox.
He's always so happy.
It's 5-5.
Yeah,
it's
that's
super
what I'm saying. He's
close,
always, like,
super
smiling.
intense. I'm very happy that KDS clutched that round. And
Even when
since
they
then,
lose, he's
here.
like big
KDS
smile,
was
like
0
talking to
and
the
4
other
Yeah.
at
team.
Luke.
You guys are
Then he got
goofs.
2 kills for a clutch. Then the ace. He's now on 11 kills.
Yeah, so I had a word from production as well.
Pay you out.
So KDS's EPS score doubled after he got his ace. I believe he was 2 and 7.
Fury wins the prediction.
And then he went to 7 and 7.
That's exactly right from memory as
From
well.
53 to
Oh my
160
god.
EPS in one
This upper bracket?
What
Yes,
about
this is
yours?
upper bracket.
The only
This is
player I
actually
feel
this
like
is
we're not
round
talking
2
about
upper bracket. So these guys are playing for top top 8 right now.
Cyber.
Well, this map a little bit quiet, but he's trying stuff, but getting shot down.
Showed you with the 8
But
months,
actually
stay with the
From Vox as
8
well,
months,
supporting
big
KDS.
8 months.
Say his
Thank you,
name
thank you, thank you.
again. Oh, there's another one for Handy
What's
as
going on
well.
here? Wait, no, this is
And the
dubs.
nuke has been shut
Wait,
down.
they're going fast, they're going
The
fast, they're
Blitz,
going
though,
fast.
looks to slow down, or rather
Surely we
not
peel
slow
it.
down anytime soon. He gets aggressive again, but KDS holds the line.
say, surely we
Here
peel
in
it back
Piano
after
for
that,
another
but
kill. Fluxo, they
3v4,
try and fight
aggro
fire
on that.
with
This guy's
fire.
still
They try and
committing.
continue getting more and more aggressive.
Bro, surely we can go
While
somewhere
KDS
else with
is
the
on
blitz
floor.
than fucking Piano with a
AB
4-man cross.
has a way forward, good. Nitro Cell and Souls somehow
What is
lands the
fucking
shot through it. Dotas cannot do anything in the 1v3. And FaZe rocket up to match point.
Good try.
Really
Rocking up.
beautiful C4 onto Blitz there. It didn't do almost any
try.
damage, but it guard broke him.
Yeah,
so
so
he
this is
opened up his
for
chest and the
top
pre-fire came
8.
through with the GCSG. So the C4 doesn't land. Well, the bullets they will instead.
Whoever wins this
FaZe
goes
also
top
do something
8.
That's very important to
And
me.
then
Cyber,
if they
as
win
I
that,
kept
then they
saying,
go to winner final.
he's in that deep
Winner final,
front line,
winner final, winner
aligning,
final.
fighting,
And that's
etc.
top 3.
This time KDS was
Guys,
there.
being an upper
He
bracket,
was
every
there
game is
early
such a
rushing, getting
huge
2
jump in
kills, then
placements
they
compared to
fell
like
together. Cyber lived
winning
until the very last
here,
moment. KDS
losing
actually
here,
never played
going
out yet
here,
either.
then have to play here,
So
then have to play
always
here,
feel like
and
the
then
advantage
you get to
of
play
the
on main
RB
stage. Oh wait, no, this is
extension
actually
is
main
so
stage.
important.
Lower bracket
Another
quarters are
round
main
MVP
stage.
for KDS there as
It
well.
is
He's been
100%.
Remember,
so
guys,
impactful.
If you guys are going to the
Many,
event,
many rounds in a row.
or
for
if you even want to
FaZe.
just see them on main
This
stage,
series has
your
been back and
team
forth.
needs to
Maybe not
be
so much Night,
here
but Chalet in particular,
or
no
here
team has won more than
to
2
be on main
rounds in a row.
stage. Main stage is
FaZe
really these games,
just need
these
one
games,
more here
and
to
on.
send us the distance
So
to
for the loser
Fortress.
bracket team, a lot of
We need that
games.
so
They need to
badly
win this
after
game
what
right
was
here.
A really
For
troublesome
winners
labs
bracket,
for FaZe.
you got to go
And
right
we know
here.
that they can play Fortress. We saw it against G2 just 2
But
days
if you
ago.
go,
It was the one map they won in that series over G2, 8-6 if memory serves. Fluxo, if I'm not wrong, we haven't seen them play
if you
Fortress
lose here, you
as
go
of
main
yet. I
stage.
just double-checked and absolutely
Winner,
no, we
winner,
haven't.
loser, loser, main
They let it
stage.
through.
So as long as you actually
To
get
make it to
here.
the main stage, Fluxo either need to come back here, stave off match point, push OT, or get it done on the third.
Actually, yeah. So no matter what, FaZe Luxo, whoever wins this will be main stage no matter what. Just whether or not it'll be winner finals for third or losers for top 6.
He says you cannot take trophy control as long as I'm here. An air jab goes out instead to cover the big window repel for the roam clear upstairs. It's a very different approach here from
Falcons
Fortress.
versus
Always
Secret
keep
today? Yeah,
library
that'll be a
over
good one.
into Office. Now there's Solarium repel, Master
Secret
Bedroom
wins.
repel. And because Cyber was here early on, they know exactly what take they're going for. But I see a silhouette. There is one person creeping around library. It was Lobin and Dawson.
I think
and Blanket,
Falcon's
not sure
streak
exactly
of
where they
never
go
losing
just
an
yet.
upper bracket game
They're
breaks
on the
today.
roof and can rotate. Loban's actually deep in messing already. He's actually taken library fully.
That was my
Solo.
predicts. That was my
He goes very
predicts.
far forward. He must have shotgun because he's got the rebound.
I reckon
I
that will
actually
happen.
predicted that Heretics is going to beat
You want to
Furia.
likely be going from the doorway
And I actually
of the
believe that was
balcony
gonna happen.
if you've got that shotgun.
I'm kind of sad it
So
did.
they're flipping the attack, but the
WEIBO,
issue is they
WEIBO
can't
will
reach
beat
the
them.
wall
Heretics,
because
are you
the
smoking
outreach
crack?
isn't on that side of the map.
Is Loban trying to bait it, or is he
Can
actually
they
going to go
push it?
for this? A second Candela about to be thrown. Is this
Trying
going to
to
be an
think
aggressive
they're
play?
smoking crack.
KDS opens the equation
had
while there's a
Heretics
trade
beating
back.
Furia and
Fluxo
WEIBO
maintained
beating
control,
Heretics.
2v2.
but that Nitro Cell flips the score again.
Wait, this guy's
Souls
still half full. This
holds
is
on
an
as
easy
long
way
as
to get the
possible
pick back.
as
This is an
Handy
easy way to get the pick
upstairs.
back. I'm not
Still
liking
with
this for
DMR.
FaZe. I'm not liking
Throws
this for
out
our
one of his freeze
predictions.
canisters.
Wait,
Volkswagen
great off
needs
angle
to
though.
peek.
Ooh, but
They
exposed.
think he's tucked in behind the half wall, but
exposed.
he's actually wide. So it's actually going to be safe here. Loban gets close
Oh,
up,
no.
and the shotgun finishes him off.
Minute left.
Into the
2v2.
2v2.
Top
FaZe
control.
need to
no
chill
nitro.
out. They can't overextend.
Cyber 5 and 9.
There's still a minute left to waste. Cyber's looking for a flank, but the smokes are so good from Floxo, cutting off the long line from Solaria Master Bedroom. He fell back downstairs.
Reposition that Illamine. The shots coming out, they miss actually. Loban stays alive.
That guy literally just gave him a chance to fucking.
A hatch to drop or a staircase to walk down.
No
Both
yings,
not ideal.
3 smokes.
And both defenders are full on health.
Smoke
and full
deep,
of confidence.
drop hatch.
No nitro cell to work
smoke?
with the souls anymore.
I like the
27
dining.
seconds.
I like the dining hit.
Loban up above. He's got some info on where one of those players is, but how does he drop down below? He
He's
looks
gotta
for an
watch
angle
the
with the
vert.
Reaper, but he's not going to find it. Volps has to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Coming in from dining, but they know about it because he's just detonated the Grismont mine.
I mean,
Souls
oh my
continues
God.
to contest the hatch against Loban
Wait, this
with
guy's
the Reaper.
bad smoke, bad
90-degree
smoke.
angle here for Cyber is surely going to mean that Volps can do nothing. The impact will finish him off, and FaZe bites back. A third map will be required
That was sick.
to make it to the main stage. Fluxo W7M, keep back.
That was sick.
Now is going to be a lot easier in understanding what can happen, what can't happen. And the fact of the matter is they need to be able to double up and play those trades, because if they can't, I mean,
That
what
was
we
sick.
just immediately saw from Furia is they were getting those trades. They were being able to play off one another. They were able to take the man.
Right, but then the tier 1 to do the BBC.
So that's what WBG really needs to
you
focus
big
on,
bullet
is
term.
getting
Big
that
bullet
early
term.
pick and then slowing it down, playing into those layers, playing into
Where's
the
Fett?
process.
WEIBO needs a translator. WEIBO needs a translator for SI.
Times over the last year and have only lost it twice, whereas WEIBO, we haven't seen it.
He's on a overnighter right now.
With map 2.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Indeed, it is Lair. And Tim, I know you've got a particularly scary stat about Furia on this map. You want to share it again, given you shared it earlier?
We're gonna play curve monitor.
Recent history days, they are 8
Nah.
and 1. 8 wins to just 1 loss.
Nah.
The loss does come in the middle, so it's not an 8-win streak.
Too
they're
not used to it.
Look at who they lost it to as well, Tim.
They lost it to FaZe Clan, the
you know,
current world champions.
No big deal.
Still a little bit of a comp player in my heart.
Through the scores, they beat Falcons 7-1. They beat NIP 7-2. They beat
Yo, Biggie Balls, save the prime to Fett. Enjoy your.
7-2. Like these are not.
Enjoy no ads. That's all you get.
Well, I was trying to think about
But
the.
you could sub the Bolo and get the BBC.
Wait a second. Wait a second. This guy is. That's kind of self-promo.
Maybe it doesn't tell you the full story, and I imagine WEIBO expects to be coming into this map. So no doubt, Gohan and the boys behind the scenes are hard at work. And they're ready to go Super Saiyan for this game. Let's get into our map bans. Our op bans first. The Spoit taken away.
Scale down the drops. Wait, where's the kill field at?
That is really spicy. We see a lot of Chanker on this map, but banning
People. Listen, man. You're asking me to scale down the drops. People would come in here and say their drops on.
Turn towards C4s now instead.
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Yo, Trevor with the 21. Thank you for the 21 dog.
Yo.
Honestly, did not see that coming. You know, but when you actually take a second to think of the ramifications and the knock-ons and how difficult that is going to make certain positions to hold on to, absolutely love that from them. Is it going to work? I don't know. We'll have to see.
Wow, wait, that's a shot. Look at that. That's so shiny.
Take advantage of that. You know it's going to be Furia on the attack, but I would immediately
Shiny.
be looking towards Mask Wall.
You see that?
The thing is, does it almost telegraph it a little bit? You know, if you're WEIBO, you're thinking, right, Mask Wall and display, we need to be really worried
Uncle,
about
how did you even win SI? What type of question is that?
That's the side. That's where Furia's attack is likely to come.
Sucking on some dick. Sucking on some dick. Sucking on some dick.
Wait, my shift is ended. I'm gonna put your stream up.
Okay, bet. Well, you're hitting a little.
Just got rid of the third
You're hitting a little reset.
Just switched across onto the ace instead. They've got the Heartbreach.
Yeah, how about you give your cat a little kiss from me?
It won't be quite so clear cut. We will have a watch as they get
I'll do
underway,
that.
but
Okay, bet.
seem very much towards.
Big bat. Thank you for the sub, enjoy the ad, appreciate it,
Yeah, I mean, the Grim was
man. Alright, chat. It's just me now. Furia, Smoke, Tachanka, Ban, WEIBO. Oh, Dapper's here. Dapper's here. Didn't know Deepo was here. Dan was banned, Grim banned by the WEIBO. That means that chest dusk position to be a lot harder to clear out. Capital was able to do it. They're gonna go for a mez take, I believe, here. By getting this underneath control with the sledge. He's gonna walk up the rocket stairs with that sledge shotgun. That will help him clear the hallway. Clash, obviously going to be a little bit hard to fight on that position, but southward take, no plant denial operators, meaning that WEIBO aren't able to play a far back, pulled back plant denial strat. Nades on the hallway now. They ISO the Clash with this.
sends up the nade.
Surely he's able to sledge this shot. Ooh, what the fuck? They're not gonna. This Clash is living, bro. 1 HP.
He's gonna take a lot of damage
down
from a nade there as well.
Hertz is down.
Yeah, they need to be careful here, but as you say, the ace has been taken down in the
DMR angle being
held. Got a start for Weibo.
And Philippok's taking a
not going to work out. C4 coming through onto that corner.
To leave him, or he might have to try and crawl outside, but I don't think he wants to fully expose himself.
Killed. K's underneath. Bandit not going to be able to get in turn, gets a pick of the Philippok. An aggressive context onto operation.
This has been from
works
Weibo.
out.
Given that they've had the Tachanka and the smoke taken away from them, they've had to play this in, you know, a considerably different way to how you would do normally. And despite going below,
K's are trying to get the bandits off. K's are trying to get the bandits off with the shotgun underneath.
You know, they haven't
so they can't get the wall anymore. I feel like they have to flip the push now.
Mezzanine through into that plant spot. Weibo have been able to completely deny them. Ape somehow is still alive. He ate most of a grenade, but is still up with the shield intact. I think Weibo win this round, and a good start from them on layer.
Looking excellent, absolutely. Now, we've said so many times about how...
Ooh, back wall's not banded. Back wall's not banded. This is still somewhat doable. If the bandit gets there in time. What a shot by JV!
JV getting one and looking for a
You're gonna wonder if he actually pushes deeper into this at all. Once the ace charge opens, he could go for some crazy plays. It looks like he might. Oh, shut down by Speakeasy though. Bandit hard left corner. No one able to go art window. None of man for this.
JV as he swings on into sight. We've got Herds on low health after being collected as
the player on the doorway.
Doesn't do any damage anymore. It's
He's
just
on the
slowing,
shield.
But still,
That's a playable is so deadly. Reaps on the rotate. Beautiful crossfires all around.
Display, and Hoven gets the last. A great defense from Weibo. We've spoken, we've waxed lyrical about their ability on the attack so far at this tournament, and they've just given us a little bit of a top floor masterclass. Love that from Weibo.
Really key, I think, that Ape was still alive to a nose down to a single point of HP or two off the back of it, but him being alive just meant that he could step back up to ops, feed the information on what's going on, and that's when Turd then stepped across and got the shots down onto the Capital for Leapbox, so he couldn't get Herds up. Just as we've both said, really well played there in terms of their aggression, denying Furia the ability to barely enter into the map itself, and from there, it all just went from bad to worse, I'm afraid, for the Brazilian side. Well tucked in on towards Philippox, who's in that back corner. Again, you saw the work that was being done by the Clash there to feed that information back and forth.
Okay, then heading into round two, it's going to be down to the basement that Weibo go. I had a strong feeling that, and I said it at the beginning, it's, you know, maybe 2-1 for Weibo. If they're going to get a win, it'll come on Cafe. There's a long way to go on there yet, but that first round has got to have given hope. It's given hope to me, let alone all the Weibo fans, that we might just get to see a bit more of this than we expected.
This has been very difficult to predict. I'm afraid of others. Yeah,
attack hasn't worked, and they've had a bad round, and then they'll just go and play the next round completely.
Everyone's very good at the game. Everyone's very, very good at the game. Good at the game. Good at the game.
Just round to round.
Basement.
As it is, they've got
armory
the
hold a little bit.
warehouse wall breached immediately by
garage clear maybe.
Thermite, so that's
everyone spawned as if it's for garage.
Meanwhile, they're going to be sending Philippox elsewhere with the Blackbeard.
Speak about the depth of the players, Tim. I mean, KZ's the one that cracked off big time last map. 17-5, he went absolutely. But you don't mind that too much. He's had a little bit of a nemesis, a bit of a rival arc on the go with Reaps on the other side, gagging to kill him in many, many gunfights, but often coming out on the receiving end of a gunshot to the head, I'm afraid. He's quite ahead in that 1v1 duel. But here it's more the focus on the warehouse itself. Reaps,
I got greens, beans, tomatoes, potatoes, you name it, greens, beans, tomatoes.
And they're also making use of the Capital.
Even into where the flank. Free fire comes through. DMR just simply a superior gun. Double win for Garage. They do not want to give it up though. The Blacker didn't pressure barrels before that. I feel like that's a big blunder.
The second of 2 kills that come in there from Weibo. So again,
they do have a hard charge for pillar here, but and they have smokes to revert. So if they get toxin control, if they manage to kill Speakeasy, this is doable. Does Speakeasy have a pocket Mira? Surely not, right? Yeah, that's crazy that he fucking. Oh,
Speakeasy. He wants to sit and play in his spot.
Okay, that's toxin control. So they can cap smoke the roof and then go for plant, but one's close though. One's close.
For no real reason other than to give his life away.
Everyone's on site, so no one's on vert. I mean, maybe they could get their own player on vert.
No, they can't give away that manpower. They've got to take those opportunities.
Yeah, they're going to put their own player on Vert and make Vert over to the close players.
Then they're teamed up together at one side of site. And then it's going to be up to JV92 to maybe make a move. He's up above at the moment. He's going to look to, I think, take a little bit of attention and create a little bit of space so these two can move in. But they are sat waiting, as it is, for JV to get into position.
They've had to just impact one of their own bulletproofs as
So
well because it was hacked away by the docker. He was stealing all the information.
JV92 not even put anyone close.
So they're at least slightly blind now.
Copy double. I think he died to his own copy double.
But Harmon's going to find one. Down goes for Leapbox. Good start here.
Guy just torched his own teammate or his boil.
Surely they can hold on.
Great timing and play with the Vulcan canister. JV manages to level it up though. Hoven just a little bit too much of himself, and this is what we keep saying, Des. Furia are never done. They're never buried.
Austin! Oh shit!
Down, but he doesn't need it because it's JV92 picking up the final kill again. How many times are we going to say that? How many times are we going to see Furia just come back from what looked like unwinnable positions?
It's JV. And I hate to say it, Tim, he didn't really have a choice at the very end of things there, but the prior two players both swung on to him in a 1v1 and paid the price. These are the things that we can't keep on giving away to them. I get it. You want to make your impact. You want to try and disrupt them relatively early on. But if you keep on swinging onto him like that, he'll just keep on taking scores.
Yeah, it's got to feel pretty rough. It's got to feel pretty rough for WEIBO here. You've done some great work in the early round, and it just hasn't been enough to get you over the line. They move on anyway. They're not going to go back to the basement this round. It is up to that mid-floor. Bunks and Briefing will be our next site. And Furia, just having a look at their lineup, they've got the Glass, they've got the Dokkaebi, they've got the Blackbeard. The Glass has been switched out, but otherwise, that's looking like a pretty tough lineup to deal with.
It is, yeah, it is, Tim. At this point, I'm almost like less bothered by the lineup and much more bothered by the fact that we're taking these gunfights into players that we don't need to be. Yeah. But, you know, I can't take it away from JV. He's played that brilliantly well. Won every single challenger that has come his way, despite things starting a little bit chaotically out towards Warehouse. They lost both players inside of there. Had no idea what was going on in that part of the map for a while, and they still managed to recover.
So much patience from JV as well.
Yeah.
He waited for the opportunities to come. He knows that they will present themselves, and he doesn't try to force it. He doesn't try to, you know, put himself into even more dangerous positions. He's just confident in what he's done, and he waits for his opportunity, and along it comes. For now, he's going to get to work on the external wall with the Maverick.
This is going to be really interesting because you spoke about the attacking lineup a little bit, right? But there's no sends on side, there's no smokes they can play behind here. So they've very much got to rely on their ability to go in and go deep. They've got to go in and push and kill people off the back of it, Tim. Is that easy to do? Not strictly, not on this side, it's certainly not anyway. So I'm very curious to see what the game plan is going to be. Currently got no one going on that top floor to try and push out the defenders. And I feel like you need top floor control if you aren't planning to smoke and toss down those sends light strings. I know it's kind of the standard thing that we see, and maybe Furia have cooked up a new evolution towards this site itself, but kills are needed. Here's the one to start things out.
Already burst into the seams.
Ash entry there, just gets aggressive in through that soft wall breach and finds himself
Player in our window,
stops
the swing.
5 versus 4 with the Aruni out of
Black's reinforcement comes through.
Reaps,
no need to waste the Ash charge on that anymore, but you have to rotate your Maverick or Felly Pox over to open the secondary wall.
Can now start
just wonder if WEIBO are going to also layer off the top green if they do lose this position.
On the mirror, flashbangs come in. It's not going to have the effect that they might have hoped, and they've got a little bit of intel.
But they just Ash. They're waiting for Felly Pox to come over to Aces wall open, I think.
They're so good at pushing at the same time. KZ will not
Felly Pox Aces up in the wall. There it is.
They've got a Selma going down
actually
onto the wall and towards Third's room.
Both walls. B4 on our door misses.
A little bit longer. He's going to sit and hold it. He's got a C4.
Third has go. Third has to leave now. Can he even get out? B4. Oh.
This is his chance to get a freebie, Tim. That's really
Wall gets up, but he's still there. Okay, that's what I was going to say. Why didn't he leave earlier?
Patience pays off. They get
and they just Furia just flood top and just demolish everyone.
Coming out for Hoven on the site. This is not looking pretty.
No, it's that word again, isn't it? Patience. I said JV92 in the last round. It's the whole team this round. Just, you know, they were happy to wait for the Selma charge to detonate. Hoven manages to get one, but Nade is there for the trade. No problem at all. Furia wrap it up, and they're starting to really pick up a bit of pace here on layer, and WEIBO need to be aware of that. They're going to have an opportunity to ban out another operator now, but yeah, patience. Fantastic. Wait for that Selma to detonate. We don't need to push third here. We don't need to take those fights with the Vector because we could quickly lose 1 or 2. Just wait for that to detonate. Just hold, and we'll get him. and they know that it's coming.
But Turd had the right idea as well.
He did.
You can't stand still when you know they're starting to circle around you like sharks. Like, you have to go and try and fight one of them here. And fighting sharks generally is a terrible idea. Do not try it at home. But he had the right idea. Like I say, he stepped out, went to try and find herds. Yeah, missed by a matter of milliseconds, really. I think of all the explosions going off around him. A little bit distracted. Didn't manage to find the shot. But if he had, he can then push a little bit deeper. The problem being, herds was then immediately around the corner to his left. So even if he gets a kill, there is probably a trade coming back the other way. It's, again, just further proof that even when players are doing the right things, like Turd was, Furia are prepared for every single outcome. 2-1 they stand on their map pick. Makes me nervous about how the second half will go. Let's see what they can cook now that we return back to the only site they have lost on this map.
So far at the tournament, WEIBO have been very good at trading out the opening kill in terms of, you know, the tournament as a whole compared to other teams. A little bit of a struggle for them today. Again, it's something that I think Gohan picked up on, you know, as he in the tactical timeout that we saw on the last map, was this, you know, taking fights on your own, make sure you're working together. It's something that we're not really seeing them improve upon. We've only seen them trade out one entry death so far today. That was back on Clubhouse round 7. Other than that, every time an entry kill comes in for Furia, there's no response from WEIBO. And
I've been looking at over
last time I think it, you know, it was Furia that were on top in terms of those entry
People are getting
kills.
mad because this guy called
2-1 to Furia. They are again taking
Motherfuckers never heard of the Fatler Tuka Jitleyang, bro.
Got to start hitting those trades. Got to start working together.
So cringe, bro.
Casey was in quite
motherfuckers never heard of the
Compare the Super Bowl to the World Cup
barricade and
and you'll see how irrelevant American
What about Fatler Tuka Jitleyang?
What are we saying?
Fatler Tuka Jitleyang.
Here, you're really getting hopeful for.
Oh, he'll turn around at the last moment.
Just in the helmet going up, but no, here he goes marching.
Case is in the shit. Case is dead. Case is dead. Case is literally. How is he alive?
But he is down to a fraction of HP.
Yo, what is happening? What am I watching? What is this? He just
Reach dies to one of their own traps.
This guy in the fucking Matrix, bro. This guy's in the fucking Matrix. How the fuck did Kays live that long?
Manages to get a second, but there are 4 players swinging him out once. Tim, you don't
want
to wait for that one.
Jitly.
You haven't got unlimited ammo, and Furia, that round is over in the blink of an eye.
Motherfuckers never heard of the Fatler Tuka Jitleyang,
I'm going to go out on a limb and go so far as to say I think that's the first time in competitive stage we've seen a Thorn die to their own razor blade.
Like, what am I watching right now?
Okay, Fatler Tuka Jitleyang.
Guys, come on. What's missing is early aggression. Huh? Like on this round, we understand, oh, they are coming main stairs. You guys know, they like to go main stairs, bathroom, art window. So, we need to be prepared and play together. Like, if you're gonna repeat top, put this mira on ops, you know? Let's start putting more pressure, guys. Early round, we need to control the early round. That is only the problem. And when I have advantages, remember, 2v2, 3v3, wait for the best moment, wait for the plant, wait for the click, you know, playing basement. High chance to repeat the same situation, you know? We're gonna open some kills, we're gonna...
Why is there a fucking WEIBO timeout?
How to play. You guys need to talk more, huh? You guys need to talk more, how to play. Let's go, guys! Let's win this shit, guys!
Let's go.
We can do it! Come on, come on!
You can see 4 ops, you want to clear.
Bro, you need to watch my most recent Twitter clip. You'll enjoy that one. How the fuck did Kays live that? No one in chat's reacting to it, but it's like literally... How did he live that sequence? I need to see your reaction. I need to see your reaction. I'm going on your stream.
How the fuck did Kays live that, bro?
Oh, he'll turn around at the last moment. Kays is in the shit. Kays is dead. Kays is dead. Kays is literally. How is he alive?
Wait, that is actually kind of crazy. Is there more to this? Does he survive another wave?
Look how they entry. Look how they entry. Look how they entry. Look how they entry.
Wait, this guy dies to his own trap?
Yeah, well, he got downed. He got downed. But still, it's like this guy just air jab peeks main stairs, then fucking JV spawns in from bathroom. There's no rotate there either. He just walks through the fucking hallway and there's a guy in server, bro. What the fuck?
That's actually sick.
That's the action movie sequence right there, bro.
In 2-1s, but have we really seen them face losing and being pushed around generally they've been the team on top a lot of the time, and it's just now about seeing how they respond to that.
Wow. I always hate singling out individual players, but it has been.
I mean, that's plot armor.
Series so far. You know, Hovvin's definitely woken up on this map, which is good. Reaps is playing as well as he has been. Speakeasy had a great first map too.
God damn it,
as I said, has been one of their top players over the last few months. If he stays quiet throughout this series, Tim, they're really going to miss him on the other side, because said last map, Casey was 17-5. He's 0-3 now. The disparity between maps always absolutely astounds me. But where he's gone quiet, JV has gone absolutely massive.
Yeah, JV has really stepped up. 10-1. Absolutely terrifying at the minute.
He's had 2 separate 4Ks to him in rounds 2 and 4.
He's just right place, right time, constantly. It's like, as you know, any gap, any opportunity, and it's going to be JV.
30 minutes, I think, this up. I appreciate my love, but I
of it. As it is, Casey gets himself inside of the map on the book. He's going to be looking to do a little bit of work underneath. WEIBO are defending top floor. Hoven is in position to hold them out of ops, but for the time being, Furia aren't really going near there. They have opened the mask wall.
We're talking about fucking cricket and shit in the chat.
For this next push, I think we're going to maybe see a bit of action towards our 6th room, and then maybe a bit of pressure out towards display window. We'll see whether they get anybody on there later in the round.
Cricket is like the siege.
It all started because this guy called...
Wait, how the why did Nate? What the fuck, Nate?
Yeah, great response from WEIBO.
You just fucking, you just sent it at plant, but with no one in our window.
Just tried to get in there with the diffuser.
Well, this guy doesn't have the wall.
Just kind of mixed it up and
yeah, you just sent it.
This guy just went deep, bro. Look it.
No one on our, well, JV's there, I guess. But this is crazy because WEIBO's coach called a timeout and said we know they're gonna go for the med stake, but Furia are flipping it for a sky take, so they just effectively canceled out the timeout. But it might work in their favor though, because it might be better at denying this side.
Before the plant's even down, can pressure those defenders, force them back into less than ideal positions.
I mean, they have every piece of control for a plant. They just need to cross a guy to the plant spot.
The Furia not in an awful spot here, but
oh shit!
So far.
Is Hers gonna smoke cross? He has one smoke. He has one smoke.
For them. And Furia, they've got to get something done soon.
Yeah, JV's in that.
Fire over. They fire off the rotate. Walls muted off. Furia, Herds might be crossing to go for the rotate. Nope, can't do it. Valley Pox has to go for it now.
With a response, this is better from WEIBO.
Ooh, nope,
impacting on death, being there to do
that cross is just so fucking hard.
Traded out immediately. WEIBO, they're playing for each other. They're in contact with each other. Way better from the APAC side.
KD, unbelievable.
Real irony is, Tim, it didn't require a lot of early round aggression. They were very dug in and playing very defensively there. More my worry starts to come now on what happens in this next round, because we step away from the site that they've had 2 victories on in this half. The only 2 they have found has been on that top floor. Now we go down to the basement. Truthfully, I don't think there's a lot they need to correct, because they had a brilliant start last time they were down here. 2 kills in warehouse. They were laughing. The problem was they kept swinging JV. And this is where there's kind of like nuance and context of the word be aggressive in the early round. It's all well and good saying it. That doesn't mean swing one after another onto JV and lose by doing it.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure. I'm going to watch that round back after the game's finished. I think they were a little bit premature there.
Oh no, your knee.
He just went charging through the door across that. It looked like he was trying to get in behind the plant spot. You know, behind the diffuser for a plant spot.
Ooh, we gotta get to see this.
Wow, it feels so good now. Thank you.
Display. I'm not
we gotta
that's what warehouse is down.
They just seemed really far ahead of themselves.
We're gonna see the Amaru through the top filtration stairs window.
We'll see what happens.
Shotgun on clear under that guy.
Where he spotted a gap and thinks,
yeah, he just thinks I'm going in there.
But
everybody else wasn't ready.
Turd was also still in R6 room with him.
Yeah,
okay, pop easy.
Yeah,
no
I'll just listen to the super timeout, and then I just hear you guys kissing each other, man. Like, that's kind of
out the way that they wanted.
No, we weren't kissing each other. He was kissing my knee. One way.
I would never kiss him. Too many S's and T's and D's, bro.
Dip away as we start seeing pressure build up on this top floor, but for now
you can't have one without the other. BBC.
Furia onto that top
floor. Ooh, BBC.
But that seemed really interesting, Tim,
because
Casey's already asking questions downstairs here. Moving a little bit quickly as they find Reaps.
They did a warehouse clear again this time, but this time they don't get shut down on the entries. Blackbeard goes from Barrel's window instead of going through that room that's next to locker that has a castle on it. Don't know what it's called.
To get that map control, to get that advantage, they have moved.
Wait, what do you call that, Bolo? The room with the pee holes on it, next to the lockers.
Electrical?
Oh, electric! Oh, electricer! Oh,
the long angle for him
damn, bro.
Leapox actually
Vert
picked up that diffuser. He's moving around, but they're paying the price.
Love that Vert.
Not doing everything they should here. Furia
that forces Furia to go above to clear this guy or flood through deep sight. They have one guy running at him. Oh, I love this by Turnstile right now. Fully fucking giving it up, running up top just because he hunted.
That's the play after you get
He just happened to win out the gunfight. They were aware of him.
It's so easy for the garage guys to rotate up to just deny and press that. So.
Back down yellow stairs
But I think Furia might just keep sticking the sight hit.
Ape
over peak. Oh, Ape won that? They pressed.
Of course Ape won that. That's Ape.
A little bit tired. As you said, they are in a position to be able to help each other, to be able to contribute when those attacks come in, to make Furia be put into lose-lose situations. 2 versus 4 now.
Got to try and recover this somehow inside the last 60, Tim. They've got a lot of utility they can work with, especially in Nade's back pocket.
Last time, they also won a 2v4, so we'll see if they can do it again. Last time WEIBO did overpeak. They did overpeak.
At this point, they've still got Yokai.
Well, this guy's cheating. Check up BC.
They know where Nade is. They know where KZ is. With all the information, they've got no reason they should be losing this round.
Nade manages to get one, but again, WEIBO
one
have
DMR
an
in
answer
this
of their
game.
own with Ape onto KZ. So Nade, he is full health. Only got 28
I think if WEIBO picks me up for this next map, I actually drop one of these guys.
Okay.
I think so. After 1 year.
Another round for WEIBO.
Has it been a full year?
1 year being out.
Damn, it has been a full year.
I think you'll take that. Given you were down 3-1, you'd be thinking, God,
almost.
this could be bruised.
I'm flawless.
Down 5-1.
We might be on like 360 days or something.
Recovery across those last 2, showing that they can indeed defend down in that basement. Tim, get the win over the line. If we'd looked at any 2 other teams playing
is that mouse? Is that a pulsar?
What would we say? We'd say that's pretty fair because Lair is our second most attacker-sided map.
Look at that. Wait, Gohan's pissed. This guy was not paying attention. You see that?
Now into our bands.
We're going to
get Chanka and Smoke. Are we getting a mirror on the other side? Not literally a mirror, a mirror.
Look, this guy's distracted.
Clinching X 100. Fett, you got me in the Super Bowl and I personally have the Seahawks. I hope it's a good game and we all know it's the greatest sporting event of all time. And soccer is a sissy sport that only people who live their lives and feed their children.
Did you see that TGS message this guy just sent me?
Smoke will be available for that.
Yeah, bro, I'm seeing the
will be available as well. We've seen some real big performances in behind that from
you guys, bro.
It always stands out to me on the Clash. This time it's going to be for Leapox, and I think we might see it in a similar sort of area.
Soccer is a sissy sport. Only people who hate their lives and beat their children watch. Banger line.
I'd love them to send a message here and get the first attack.
No, I respect that guy for
really
rage baiting because
like, in the mixer.
They literally started this whole war because he said soccer. Someone was like, it's called football, you idiot. Like, bro, what are we even arguing about? There's SI going on, man.
Let's take a jet,
On the reverse side here as well. Furia opting not to ban it away. Which means Hobbit will jump straight onto it and Speakeasy. Horror of horrors, Tim.
I don't know who I want to win because 5 BBCs from Bob Andy.
Otherwise, a lot of vertical control maybe coming from Reaps here, looking to get underneath on the block in the same way that KZ did rip up those floorboards and force those defenders to dance around a little bit. Play the floor as lava.
Herds is in a really advanced position, I will call it, inside of Ops here. He's got himself a little Kiba barricade fort set up, so he's covered from the window and the door, but he can be aggressive. Straight away, they've opened it up. It was Ape with the nade. He's actually moved across to look at Skybridge as well, but Turd is over that side of the map as well. I think they're going to want to get Ops, but Leapox is also supporting Herds. It's definitely going to be a flashpoint, I think.
Yeah, we've seen this kind of hold quite commonly. Sometimes you'll even see a mirror placed on that Ops wallway just to help give support towards the Azami. But now no one's challenging there, though. For the most part, WEIBO have ignored it, Tim. They've moved towards the north side. They're pushing towards green.
Yeah, they've decided they don't want any part of what's going on there. Ooh, the Razor Bloom doing some big damage. No, it didn't. It just yeah, Speakeasy just managed to keep himself safe behind that shield. But they have been backed up.
Hoven 4K.
The animation screen line
breaking reports, Hoven 4K.
They've been backed up quite well by the smoke, though. The Toxic Babe canister has just prevented Hoven pushing in when he.
Do you think Fury's gonna give this at all?
So
look at Reaps' mouse fucking shaking.
No, I think Hoven's gonna take it.
Look at Reaps' mouse shaking as he fucking makes vert, bro. Holy shit,
Yep.
sets is so fast. Wow.
But no,
Reaps goes down.
On his backside here, Tim, and a doubting
he drops down to get him?
Drops for it?
I don't think you need it. That low-key like decreases the bodies a little bit, G. Might rotate back up though. It might be harmless.
Removed away from Furia.
Yeah, I think that's a good commitment to the kill there from KZ. Dropping
Oh, good pre-fire, but Warden actually backs up. Or not Warden. Who the fuck's there? One of them backs up. Hayes is threatening the green stairs flank. Hayes should just leave here. Hayes is over-contesting this shit.
Wait.
I think he's overdoing it. He dropped down just to fucking fight this to die? Really? That's crazy. That's crazy, Hayes. I'm not gonna lie. Hurts has zombies though. Gonna help a lot.
I think it was just more the fact that he really wanted to fucking kill the buck.
Yeah.
So, like, if he gets back up, then they can just go back to what they were doing. But
yeah.
Given there's a clash on the other side still, Tim, I think it will. And we've got the C4 in Nade's back pocket. They've got a lot of tools to get the job done.
Are they going to commit Sky or are they going to go flip? No, they're going to commit Sky.
Available to Turd here.
I'm going to art door, art window. They're going to have the Blackbird across all the way to plant spot. Nade gets up and the counter pressure, so it's all just Skybridge now. No art pressure at all either.
Fury now have the man advantage.
Yeah, it's all coming down now to this one.
Oh, and good shot by Philly Fox.
Open 4K inbound. Wait, open. Commit, bro.
He backed back with one of his own. 10 seconds left to go. Diffuser collected, but effectively now a 1 versus 3 cut down by I think it was Herds who got the final kill on the door. And that's going to be Furia taking their first defense. All they need to do, Des, to win this out and take themselves guaranteed to the live event is to just get their first and second choice sites. The third is a bonus, but if they can get top floor and basement twice over, Furia do the job.
Giving themselves that 4-2 would be the dream split, Tim. See if they get there. Let's not forget as well, the team that will be waiting them if they do go through to those upper bracket semis will be the winner of Secret versus Falcons. That'll be one hell. You imagine Falcons versus Furia at this stage in the tournament? Or versus Secret, as we said many a time, have really come on a tear over the last year or so, winning out AWC, really showing us all what it is they're made of. That'll be an incredible game to see. But they've got to get there first. As you say, it's looking good with how things have started in the half, but there's still more to do.
I think losing Reeds.
That's so nice, by the way.
Losing Reeds underneath in that round, it felt like it really hurt WEIBO because when you look at the end of the round,
I actually love hearing Igor say it.
Furia were all set in.
He's got like a little rasp to it, you know.
Disruption.
That's it.
There wasn't
yelling,
a
bro.
Disruption, and they could just hold those angles, and you just feel like maybe that buck could have, you know, stayed alive and done a little bit more work through the round in ripping up those floorboards beneath those safe positions. It might have had things, you know, go a little bit differently. He might have had the option to come up mezzanine, for example, and put pressure onto
mezzanine, for example.
Just try and split that Furia attention a little bit. And that's why that kill from KZ was so important. But let's look to the now. It's round 8. Furia 4-3, 1 map to the good, and 3 rounds away from securing themselves a spot at the live finals here in Paris.
Oh, wait, right, Blitz, Nomad?
For round 8.
Wait a second.
Again, I said you're going to see a lot of shields this half from Speakeasy, Monty, Blitz.
Is this like a filtration ISO or something?
In the previous rounds. Maybe he'll do us a full triple, Tim, and we'll get to see all 3, but maybe one gets
back. All right, where he put his first jab down.
Of round 3. On the other side of things, it's leaning again in towards these trap ops. We're seeing the Ella on side, we're seeing the Thorn coming out, the Goyo and the Echo to slow things down. They're ready for them, Tim, no matter what they've got in mind.
Yeah, interestingly, absolutely no roam really coming out of Furia here. They're happy to just play this on side.
Dead LaRoda, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you.
He's kind of in and out. He's looking onto blue stairs. He's kind of come back now.
Blue stairs hold Valley Box.
So,
just has the Warden though. Pops the Goyo. Does a good amount of damage to Speakeasy. He's being cut off from the window, so there's not really a lead for him.
Has just left them to rotate that. So Felipox is going to be the only one outside. We've got Speakeasy taking a little bit of damage along the way there. That might just back him up a bit.
D4 prepped. I think he's going to play here to die, absolutely. Wasting as much time as possible before his inevitable doom.
Yeah. Just to scare him back a little bit, you know, okay, we can pop it any time, they can't shoot it because it's around the corner. It's actually really nice to play C4.
Wait, that was Blitz? He headshot a Blitz?
That's crazy.
Seeing the shield player take a lot of damage early on has then
resulted
in his
C4 here too.
Really need him alive for later in the round.
Philippox is
They did
just
the
so
C4.
good.
Beautiful play by Philippox. Finally gets cut off by Reek, though. They try to double swing that window to cut, like to escort him out.
Was largely done. 3 versus 3, 45
Gaze above, but no,
left to
this
go.
is free sight here. If WEIBO's able to capitalize on it, no, they're not going to go. They're going to keep it slow.
To be able to deny should
They
this
have
plant start to go down.
He must know that they've seen his drone there. He's got to move it away somewhere
They
else.
have filtration now. I wonder if it's a rotate into the split.
Inside of here, just to help disrupt.
There is.
Of course, no longer useful for the shield breakers.
Gaze makes his way back down.
Information that it provides could be
one player above, one player hatch.
WEIBO have got 20 seconds to work.
Or WEIBO.
This ain't a lot of time, but Ape's ready.
Fire stock, smoke off the rotate, plant starts going down perhaps. They drop with the plant going down in the off spot. Hope it gets two. Wow. Oh!
He just needs to time this right, but he loses the draw. They've got an opportunity.
I wonder if
he was just a bit too soon, and they were a little bit too quick for him. WEIBO, get in there with enough time to get the job done. And they
I would have gone down before the round right now.
4-4.
Wait, really? Let me see.
Yeah, it was 9 seconds. 9 seconds to start planning.
Oh,
Over the line for them in what could have otherwise been absolute calamity. But he has, and everything is pulled square. All is forgiven. All you said, Tim, was they had to win the primary and the secondary. They couldn't do the secondary. Can they do the tertiary? Because this could be what defines which way Lair goes.
Yeah, this just became really, really interesting now because, as you said, if they get first and second choice, if they just hold on to top floor and basement, Furia are good. They cruise home with a 7-5 win on map 2, but that might not be the case anymore. They're going to bunks and briefing after WEIBO take away the basement. So all eyes go to the top
JV
floor.
is 12 and 4.
Question, how many do Furia play up there? How much do they commit above? Do they go with 4 up top? Sometimes we'll see other teams maybe just with 2. We'll see how much
It's a 4-1. Let's go. The predictions are saved. I mean, I think the predictions are actually going to be perfect because I think WEIBO closes it out 7-5 and then they take 7. They take Cafe 7-2.
Brought here, there's no ram, there's no bot, there's no sledge.
Stop on that.
Oh, he said yes, sir. He said yes, sir. He's with us. He's with us now.
Yes, sir.
He's with us
We
now.
have converted him.
Let's go. Wait, no, you can't take it back. You can't take it back.
No take backsies. No take backsies, pal.
So, I do expect there'll be a little bit of an exchange going on early on. Speakeasy, again, I really need to see him in these early rounds not be going down so early. In round 7, he wasn't the
Yo, Fett, you should buy one of those, like, Chinese electric cars.
He really couldn't
Oh, word? The ones that can, like, that are super smooth, that can, like, fucking do everything and shit?
The ones where you, like, wave your hand and it follows you out of the parking lot. You don't get in next to 2 cars.
Speakeasy on the Blackbeard, so he's not going to get himself necessarily
you, like, throw gang signs at it and it opens the trunk.
There, but of course, being the Ella, depending on where those smart minds
Fett, when you buy one, give me one too.
Okay, bet.
Get that shield break animation out and do a bit of damage, but I don't think they're going to come head to head just yet. But my question has been answered. There is 5. All 5, Des, of Furia are up on the top floor. So I think you can call that committing to the top floor hold.
I think
He's going to come. Wait, what is that thorn? What is
There's
that?
no way they can do that, no.
Oh, that's just in the hall.
The Blackbeard is toss both nades up super quickly and force KZ not even back, but to actually swing, expecting him to push really aggressively and then didn't. So I'm kind of already asking questions like, Speakeasy, what are we looking for there? You've used your utility and gained nothing for it.
Well, this is it. I'm looking at the positioning of
Here
everybody now. We're a minute and a half into the round, and WEIBO are 4 of them.
To stall out the push up top,
they haven't really made any progress across this top floor.
Birds and Nade look like they want to fight this, though. They want to get wicked here. Hop out with the shotgun so far away.
Picks up onto Speakeasy. That is the Blackbeard gone. Not ideal for WEIBO.
Oh, but K's up the staircase, gets caught out. Urge is still in a death position. And right now, Furia might be overstaying against WEIBO on all these positions.
Great spot. They can look for a plant here on Mass Wall without even having to open it, Tim.
WEIBO are really starting to prove why they are the #1 attacking team in the world. They get in that top floor control.
WEIBO's the #1 attacking team?
Yeah, I didn't know that,
Is
G.
it possible for Furia to hold on from above? Can they cover the angles? Because WEIBO, with 30 seconds left to go, have got a choice. Do they go for kills on top floor?
Oh, please, please, Hoven. Hoven, can you hear me? Hoven, please save me.
Uh-oh. Carried on. What's going on here, Tim? They've managed to lose.
Where are they at? Why is it a 2v2 all of a sudden? Why is it better to be a 2v1?
Pushing in on this backside.
Why is Philippox re-peeking this? Yo, he's a maniac.
By himself here, looking for sight. It just feels like they've gone in different directions, Tim, and they could well pay the price for it.
But this plant might just stick. Turd manages. No, he does not. So I was going to say he gets back onto his gun, but Philippox was well aware again. He's big-brained it. He knew.
That was actually really beautiful, chat. He kept jiggling him to like distract him while his teammate was rapping. Because this whole time Nade's rapping.
Got the door. Nade's coming over for an assist too.
He's jiggling him over and over and over while calling Nade to come over and peek this guy. Because he knows he has the pull.
Challenge.
That's
I
insane.
feel like maybe there's an opportunity there to say, you know what? We've got a minute left in this round. We are 4v2 up here. Let's just take the fights.
That's the call that you often make as a team, right? Are we going for plant or are we going for kills? And normally everyone commits towards one or the other.
Real,
I don't fault them for what they've gone for there.
Look, you've got to make a choice.
Two of you apply a bit of pressure. We'll go and focus on getting the plant down and make sure there's a bit of cover. This will be easy. But the problem is the timing in which those things were done is where the issue existed. There was no pressure towards our
you know how I've been telling you, like, basically since the Thorn buff, that Thorns on the tower drops on
really well played by
Furia
Furia to yet again
and now everybody's hitting the Thorn on the tower drops. I'm revolutionary,
unwinnable situation. These guys just do
I
not
can't believe this. I remember you making a TikTok about that. These thorn strats are.
I should have posted it on Twitter, bro. I should have posted it on Twitter,
up here. You go and plant.
You
have to allow for that Furia factor that they could just hit a couple of shots here really quickly. And
that could have been
what is the upshot of that?
I remember when back when I was a T4 coach,
hindsight's 2020. We can see here. I've got a top-down view of everything.
I thought because of how much people were doing the pullback cocktail holds on reading on cafe, that train takes were going to become OP, and then TSM started doing train takes. Easy as fuck.
Ooh, yeah. I remember we talked to Fett for that. We paid him a consultation fee. He said train takes, guys.
Hits him on the reverse. Sit down, Herds.
I channeled myself into Gotcha's body that day. Wait, no, was Gotcha even on the team? I don't think Gotcha was on the team at that point. I channeled myself into half of Biologic's body that day.
He currently sits at, but as I've said already back on Clubhouse, his role hasn't been to be this out-and-out fragger in the way that JV and KZ has. His job is to be annoying.
Your CS is 2.37, bro. That's fast as fuck.
Not get a chance to do that on the Izami. Him being picked off probably means that Ops is now much easier to push into.
Yeah, when are we hopping on CS, gentlemen?
Appe's just going to be following Speakeasy through into.
Whenever Bolo decides he doesn't hate us.
I like this. It's quick progress coming in.
But they took a jitly,
aware. They've got KZ underneath on the Solis. They are aware. KZ's going to be taken out by Hoven as well.
Another man advantage for fucking WEIBO. Every single round is man advantage for them because Furia literally are addicted to overstaying, addicted to over-aggressing.
There's really no reason. Back on the drones, start ticking boxes, taking ground. You don't need to
3v5 again. Reeves trying to go for someone from med.
Let's remember last round. We were 4v2. We had
getting pushed a little bit downstairs. He's trying to get the bandits off the wall. He's getting pressed by JV. And JV, I think they know.
Cannot be a thing. Otherwise, you're at 6-4.
Fox has to leave top mez around top rocket area. JV 92 knows that Reeves knows that they know 4v2 on side if they just flood right now.
Rounds of regulation. They should be able to get it done.
JV, oh, JV tries to fake the sprint away.
You've got all the resources you need to see this one over the line.
Smokes the hallway. Montane pushes the bandit.
This guy's
wins the melee. Oh! Whoa! Wow! He almost got it. Nate almost outplayed the Montane right there. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait,
and he smokes out the plant spot too.
Manages to pick up
Reeves, get up there, man.
Still in the driving seat. Speakeasy has diffuser in hand. Full HP almost on the Monte.
Fox looking to retake out Mez side.
Bro, they're gonna 2v3 this, man.
They've got time here, Tim. I thought Philippox might fancy towards that one. Tries to take for the headshot, but misses it out. Speakeasy. This one, the shield can go back up.
Stop the play with the Element. He stopped it with the Element.
Oh! And not again.
JV!
They crumble as they did in the previous round, and with that, Furia are up to map and series points.
Holy shit, JV!
When WEIBO look back at this one, Des, that is going to be one of the rounds. That is going to be one of the rounds. As I said, Furia, they are always in touch. They're always there, breathing down your neck.
bet they're gonna
3v2 with a Monte, with that plant 90%
it's
of the way
inevitable.
down. JV does something really smart. He throws that gadget in there. And
I mean, that was sick. That was sick.
What's going on?
I'm not gonna lie.
He sends in the Gusmot mine. And it just disrupts the situation. I'm not sure. We'd have to watch. I'm not
I mean,
sure
maybe
if
if he was reloading, had one bullet in the chamber and then killed that guy. But
I've got to get off this. What's going on? I'm being chased down.
Wait a second. That would make it. That would make it cool.
Coming threes, Tim, and that is JV's third 4K of the map.
Third 4K of the map? Is that real life? Holy fuck,
bro! He's got 16 kills.
This guy just got. Well, usually it's like 2Ks every round, bro. 3 4Ks, bro.
I'm with you. WEIBO will look back at this game later ahead of their game in the lower bracket.
Bro, Bo, you see that guy in chat earlier who said Case had just woke up?
Both on attack
As
and
if you
defense,
put that motherfucker
things have just gone horribly wrong that should be avoided. The
How do you
Furia
feel,
factor
Casey, just woke
It's
up?
the Furia factor. They will,
ready.
given any opportunity, and sometimes not even given an opportunity,
Oh
they
my
will find an
God.
answer, and they continue
The
to
guy's
do
been
so.
asleep
They've
for a long
just looked
time.
phenomenal today. This is the best I've seen them at the tournament so
Wait, where did
far.
Ray's
It
team
is
go
no
out in that
surprise
tournament?
that they've now got themselves two
I don't know.
opportunities
We beat him
to
first
force
round.
WEIBO.
And then
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they
I wouldn't feel
lost
negative
round
about
one
this.
losers.
You've just come up against.
Damn.
You've been
Ice cold or
infuriated.
Wait, was that Dream's team? Because Dream got
No,
4-0 twice.
yeah,
right?
Dream was with the NFX.
They will look back on. And
I
think things
always
will be
say,
different.
Yeah,
when
he
a
was.
player
That
goes
was
1v8,
Ray's
in this case, it was 2v5.
That wasn't
When you're
race.
in
No,
that
no, no,
position
because we
and
didn't
you
4-0
lose out,
them.
You're the one giving the two players the
Oh,
opportunity
okay.
to clutch up big, and I think
My
they
bad,
will
shit.
probably.
Raid
look back
was
at this
with
pretty hard. I digress. That may well
with,
not be a thing they have to do if they can get this back
Garfield.
over the line. Still, as you say,
Oh,
it's 2
you're
chances.
right. And
The good news is
Yeah.
they've looked close across both.
Dude,
sides.
Garfield was frying my shit, bro. Like, Garfield, I would always be like, yo, Garfield's in a shit spot. Let me peek him, and he would fry my shit, bro. Actually, most embarrassing day of my life.
Would have beaten other teams.
You don't want to
I think the WEIBO we've seen today
that
has
was the most
had
embarrassing?
different results
Yeah.
against other teams. It just doesn't help that it's against
What?
Fury.
Bolo, bro.
They've
Nah,
got
bro.
themselves the
Nah,
opener.
bro.
Hertz has managed to pick that up. Reeks is
You
taken
you
down.
pissed me
That's
off,
good
Bolo,
side
bro.
off
I
the
just want to
board.
play video games.
No, you pissed me off.
No, you pissed me. No, no, no.
Wait for the Baj to
hang
CL.
on,
I'm trying to make it around
Hang
two, man.
on, bro. At least Fett
We saw
knows the
Fully Pops
assembly
playing
call,
this.
bro.
We got
Like,
2 kills up there
let's
last
chill
time.
out.
You know, they cannot,
What's the
allow
assembly
that to
call?
happen again. They need Speakeasy for their execution.
I don't know. I don't know what an assembly call is. Like, I don't know what.
Third on the Thatcher with that
On
cannon.
what? On a map. On a map. On a map.
This
There's
is
a
a good
map call out.
response. Never mind.
Oh.
Look, no,
Where
you
is
were
it?
right, Des. It was really
The
well
double
played.
bridge
Bringing
for,
the Thatcher along
stupid
to
fuck.
deal with that, because that
Okay,
held them up
okay.
last time.
At least-
so bringing
at
that
least
along
he
to deal
knows
with
it, bro.
that,
No,
to take
why
that
does no one
Nitro
know that
out
call
of the
out?
running was a great idea.
Because they call double
Unfortunately,
wall. Wow.
He missed it. He missed
It's
the
actually
thing.
like so fucking insane how much he survives on that spot.
He's a bit of a king on
Granted, they have echo drones to help him and
4
everything.
versus 2 now, and Furia look like all they need to do is just hold on for 40 seconds, and they will have this one done. They just
You know what you
start
owe me,
off-
Bolo? You know what you owe me? You owe me another shot on in a quals with you.
One onto Horban, and that is it. WEIBO, a fan favorite so
I
far,
owe
3-6
you?
Yeah,
invitational,
because I won the
drop down
You
to
owe me $1 million for that.
They
Oh,
continue to stay
there's no way playing with me and another quals is worth $1 million.
I think you owe me $1 million. My peace of mind is worth very much to
Tanner, not think
Wait,
of this
I
up.
think
Don't
the
ask
stream
me
glitched out. You're saying
to
the Furia won.
Phenomenal
Think of this up, Tanner. Don't appreciate you.
Surely that's preempt.
All right, 5 for 5 on predictions so far.
I have a boots on ground correspondent saying that WEIBO did win. I don't know why I'm getting confused.
I don't know what we're doing, man. Like.